cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the D20, armor class system. So
Yeah.
you roll what you hit. Hey, we're streaming. Look at there.
Yeah.
Sorry. You roll what you hit. I kicked on the stream just so I could make sure I get all my sound checks in. I kicked on the stream just so I could make sure I get all my sound checks in. I kicked on the stream. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it almost feels like 5.5 is took everything I didn't like about 5 and made it like worse.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, let's get ready to kick this off. Here we go.
When the swamp ran dry.
Say what?
Apparently, we're learning about the swamp running dry during Prohibition. Maybe they were making too much alcohol. I don't know.
See, sometimes I play stuff in the background, you guys never hear it, but some other stuff, it comes right through. I don't know. It was the Budweiser frogs from way back in the day.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Those were cool.
They're the best.
Budweiser.
Yeah.
I just went to the bookstores the other day. You sent over Saturday, and I went to the RPG. Y'all, I seen a G.I. Joe role-playing game. I was like, what the crap is this? I've never seen that before.
Nope.
I remember me and my buddy used to play with action figures when we were kids. That's the only reason why I said it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't rich enough to have action figures, so yeah, you keep talking about your privilege over there, buddy.
Whatever.
That's why they made garage sales, man.
I used to whittle my action figures out of plastic boards. They were the ones that I got spunked with.
Yeah, Forge, does it come with like token assets? Or do you gotta make them?
No, usually you have to supply them. You supply all your own stuff. Now, that being said, they do have a marketplace where you can get stuff. But,
right.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever play RuneQuest?
Did long time ago.
Was it kind of like Stormbringer?
Oh, that I never played. So
You never played Stormbringer?
no.
I have a box set for Stormbringer, but I've never played it. I don't know where I picked it up. I must have picked it up at an auction or something.
Oh, I've never heard of
And-
that. Is that based off of like Michael Moorcock or?
Yeah, yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's a pretty good game, but
Well, this is
it's
pretty
very
interesting.
lethal.
This is interesting. I'm looking at my stream and my camera has frozen, and I look up and I'm like, oh, my camera's off. So let's start our Monday right. I am going to do this. DM cam. Deactivate, activate, and there we go. I'm back.
The Twin Powers activate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different shirt too. You must have changed time zones or something.
Yeah, no, I was on earlier, and I had my other shirt on, and then I had to put on my Stiller shirt. So, anyway, welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our Age of Worms campaign, moving right along. I appreciate you guys taking time to hang out with us on this Monday night. We know you could be elsewhere, but we would rather you be here. If you're new here, welcome. Old hands, welcome back. As always, as you watch the stream and earn tokens, don't forget you can trade them in to donate natural ones and or natural 20s to your favorite player, or most importantly, your humble DM. For I am always willing to accept gifts from you, our masses and legions of folks who visit us every week. But yeah, so I appreciate that. Don't forget to get them in early. They only last for the stream that you donate them on. As of right now, nobody got nada. Your humble DM have nothing. Our players have nothing. So we are starting from scratch. However, for the nat 1s and nat 20s. However, if you would like to help support the stream as well as help support a player or your DM, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can grant a +1 to your player or DM of choice. And those do carry over from stream to stream because I have repeatedly said, if you're going to be willing to spend your hard-earned coin to help support us, I am going to allow that to hang out forever and ever. Amen. As of right now, Biamba has a +4. Hub has +4. Modred has +2. Mulgar has +7. And Renoir has +7. So those points can be used to...
+7.
Yeah, well, it's because they weren't hitting shit last game and they had to use points to hit.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not going to help my natural ones.
Exactly. So, yeah, so those do carry over, and obviously you can raise or lower whatever dice rolls necessary for you to succeed at your die roll. Also, if you want to really help Sports Stream, we do accept donations. Hit our tip jar. Obviously, we know people subscribe and stuff, and that's always amazing if you're willing to subscribe to the channel. But if you're one of those who doesn't like to have to keep track on when your subscription renews and all this other stuff, even though Twitch will send you notifications, a lot of times you may not notice it. But you can go to our homepage on twitch.tv/Agora Quest. You're probably already there watching the stream, or at least the VOD. But you can go there, you can click the tip jar, donate, and all of those proceeds do go to the channel. The only thing that does not is there like a small processing fee by the payment processor. And so we've had a few of those in our day, and those are much appreciated because, like I said, all the money goes to the content provider. So if you, regardless if it's us, if you have a favorite content provider out there, go check it out, see if they have a tip jar. If they don't, encourage them to get one because you can donate and they get all the money. Twitch doesn't take a cut, at least as far as I know. They may get some money some other way. But the 100, almost 100% of the donation goes to the channel. So those are some ways that you can help support the stream, but the way you can really support the stream is by liking, clicking the little notification bell so you know when we're up and running. Let your friends, family, coworkers know. Obviously, nobody has stuff to do on Monday nights anymore, although it's kind of weird that the NFL playoffs actually have a Monday night game. I don't think I've ever seen them have a Monday night game. That kind of screws the winner of the game because now they have a short week. But anyway, I digress. So where were we? I almost forgot. Damn, what have we been doing? I know the party's been bouncing around Diamond Lake for a while. They haven't really got much done because they are procrastinators or extraordinaire. So our party, if you have not been following along, has been investigating some things going on in Diamond Lake. Diamond Lake is a mining town north of the free city of Greyhawk. And for various reasons, the party found themselves there. And as they began to get their feet wet and figure out what adventures they might be had, they began investigating this place that the locals called the Whispering Cairn. Allegedly, it had been looted and robbed and nothing left to find, but our party found that was just not the case. And in fact, the deeper they dug, the more worrisome some of their findings became. They discovered that the Whispering Cairn was actually the last resting place of a race of people or creatures known as Vatai, also called Wind Dukes in lore. And within this tomb, they found a few different icons depicting different Wind Dukes. And apparently each of the major Wind Dukes, or I don't know if you call them major, but important Wind Dukes, had their own symbols, kind of like their own shield, if you will, like a family crest. And they discovered that a couple of them in this tomb, one of them was a Wind Duke general by the name of Zosiel. Another one was a Wind Duke, a rather prominent warrior by the name of Zosiel. And they also discovered that there was the architect of the tomb of this resting place, this final resting place, had his own symbol, although they have not discovered what that Wind Duke's name may or may not have been. They do know that it is a third separate one that they found. And so they investigated this tomb, discovered a little ghost in there, a ghost boy who asked them to bury the remains of himself with his family. And in doing so, they discovered that there was a necromancer in the area digging up graves in order to conduct experiments and create more powerful undead. And he was doing that. When they went to stop him, they discovered that one of the major players in the mining community, one of the most prominent of the mine managers, a man by the name of Balabar Smenk, apparently had hired this necromancer named Filge to come to Diamond Lake and do his thing, because Balabar apparently got himself mixed up with some strange cult that was apparently trying to resurrect an old sorcerer wizard's what's the word I'm looking for? His ways of creating undead. And he, the wizard was named Caius or however you want to pronounce it. And he used these strange green-like worms to infest populations, and it killed the person, and it immediately turned them into an undead, and apparently a rather powerful undead. And so apparently there is a cult of some sort here in and around the environs of Diamond Lake. And so the party did their little bit of investigation. They brought a lot of their information to Allustan, a local sage wizard, some who call him the smartest man in Diamond Lake. And he apparently is doing some research into that, along with some of the symbology that the party has found. But having finally laid the bones of Alistair Land and his family to rest, the party returned to the Whispering Cairn because Alistair was had told them that there was a gate, a locked door that led to the rest of the dungeon, but it was impossible to open from this side. It had to be opened from the far side. And since he was a ghost, he knew that he could get through and activate or deactivate the lock, but his price for doing so was to bury him back with his family. And so the party completed that, went back to Whispering Cairn, and sure enough, Alistair had kept his promise and unlocked the door, and the party then proceeded to enter into what they thought was the last of the cairn. And therein they found a giant pillar of wind swirling around much like a tornado. They found many depictions of these Vatai people, both in sort of a relaxing, enjoying their life sort of depictions, and also with depictions of these horrific wolf spider creatures that came out from the edges of these maps and or depictions of these pictures, whatever you want to call them. and swarmed over these Vatai, these Wind Duke people. And so they looked at all these, and it sort of told the story of how these peaceful, air-loving peoples were invaded by these hordes of unholy creatures, and how they were doing everything they can to beat them back, but were losing the war, until a group of 7 of them formed together and found or created an artifact known as the Rod of Law. And they used that to destroy Miska the wolf spider, who was the general of a creature known as the Chaos Queen. And so, using the Rod of Law, they managed to destroy and beat back the armies at long last. And in the end, they destroyed that Rod of Law into 7 great pieces. And the story goes from there about how they were just disseminated to the far ends of the multiverse. So our party, having saw all of that, then went to go to the central wind tunnel, and there they were beset upon by a pair of wind warriors who were no joke, literally. The party, however, managed to scrap their way through, took the last of the warriors down, and every one of them dove headlong into this swirling hurricane vortex, and immediately found themselves in a small cave with yet another sarcophagus, very similar to the one that they saw in the room with all the hanging lanterns in it earlier in the dungeon. But this one has no branch tunnels. It has no lanterns. It only has a smaller version of the sarcophagus that they saw in that chamber, although it is very much similar in that it is complete stone. The top is carved in the shape of one of these creatures, etc., etc. And so that is where we are going to begin tonight's game. And if you are new here, tonight we have Kevin playing our very own Renoir, who is our priest of Tritherion. Paul's playing Mulgar, our elfin ranger. Scott is our very own Mordred Mistragoon, our magic user from the Amethyst Order in the free city of Greyhawk. I am going to be playing Hub, our halfling thief, and which, by the way, we do have a replacement player coming in, although it won't be this week and probably not next week. And we'll talk more about that later, but at least the following week he will come in, and he is going to assume the role of Hub, so that we don't have to do any finagling or fancy doodad stuff, or no make-believe shifting of players pretending that the new player was always there. He's just going to go ahead and play Hub. And last but not least, we have Adgerson playing Biamba, our barbarian from the north. So players, as we get started, are there any questions about what has transpired previously, or where we're at, or what we are doing right now?
Nope, I'm good.
Everybody good?
Good.
All right. I
Yes,
like
sir.
it. Cool. All right. So with that, let us get back into, if I can find on my maps where it is. I've got so many maps here. There's Diamond Lake. There's the Greyhawk Domain. There we are. As our party stands in this tomb, let me once again give to you the description that I gave to you last time we were in here. The whooshing pillar of air dominates the north half of this rectangular room and has deposited you into the chamber gently. as opposed to a tornado that might have whipped you around and just threw you out. This tunnel of air that you all stepped into swirled you around and deposited you in here, as I said, gently. Opposite this pillar of air, up a set... Oops, sorry. Wow, that's kind of weird. That's funny. I clicked on something and it like shrunk the page down. I'm like, how'd that happen? Anyway, up a short 3 stairs rests a white marble sarcophagus identical to the one in the room with the colored lanterns far below, complete with a sculpted humanoid figure carved into the lid. A beautifully carved bas-relief on the wall near the sarcophagus depicts the same figure as a bald, androgynous warrior wearing a simple ancient garment and wielding a mighty longsword. To the warrior's left stands a cloaked demonic figure with 2 long curved horns tipped in the darkest red. The horned figure holds a device composed of a handle and a small loop, seemingly using it to control a globe of absolute blackness about 2 feet in diameter. This globe touches the bald warrior, who raises his arms in surprise. The warrior is depicted as if fading from sight. A slim diadem upon his brow bears an elaborate ovular glyph identical to the one carved upon an amulet worn by the figure on the sarcophagus lid. So it's obvious that whoever is depicted in this wall statuary that has a symbol on it is the same individual that was depicted in the chamber with the lanterns on that sarcophagus, as well as this sarcophagus. For both of them have the same icon etched upon them. Other than that, you don't see anything in the chamber.
What's the condition of the chamber?
Chamber is clean, dust-free, no marks on the walls. Doesn't look like anybody has been here for centuries.
What's the temperature like?
Probably mid-60s, low 70s. Not cold, not hot. Very comfortable, very still. Interestingly, the pillar of air causes a very slight circulation of air in this place that kind of keeps it fresh as opposed to stale.
And this demonic...
Is there any ambient light in the room, or just what we brought with us?
Just what you brought with you. It is dark. So I believe Mordred has the
ever-burning torch.
The ever-burning torch, and I think that's what's giving off light from him, but I don't know if it's in effect right now. Let me see. Yeah, it's actually on. So you guys can all see, right? Anybody not be able?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yep.
not? Okay, cool. Anyway.
And this demonic figure, that's like a carving or a picture,
Yes,
or
it's
an actual
everything's
sketch?
everything's all carved into bas-relief into the wall.
Okay.
And the creature looks to be like one of those demonic spider wolf type creatures.
Hey, from where Modra's standing right now, can he see, on the big big arrow turning sarcophagus, there was runes around the lip of the lid of the sarcophagus. Can we see anything like that on the lid of this sarcophagus?
Not from where you're at here, no. It's looks like it's all carved as one piece of stone from what you can tell right here.
I'm going to bounce one of my newfound toys up towards the altar.
What newfound toys are those?
The rubber ball thing.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah. How many of those you got left?
Well, they'll have one left if I lose this one.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So you toss your ball and it sort of hits with a thud, doesn't really bounce. Sort of hits with a thud, bounces just slightly, it rolls, bounces up against the sarcophagus, rolls back slightly, teeters on the top step, and then falls over and lands with a ka-thunk on the first or the last step before the top.
Everybody's afraid to go up there. I don't want it to be trapped.
All right,
Yeah, well,
I'll take
we
a
do have-
step up.
We do have
Oh,
a
let's
thief.
have the thief
Oh,
go
yeah.
check for traps.
I like it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I think Sean is just waiting for us to tell him to do it, so he's not going to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what he was.
All right, as he looks around at all of you and says, "Okay, I'll check for traps, but if anything happens, this is on you." And he steps up, and as soon as he gets up on the top step, going toward the sarcophagus, suddenly the bas relief statuary of the warrior figure, its eyes light up in a white glowing sort of a glowing white light. As the head, you hear it creaking as the stone grinds slightly. Its head turns directly toward you. "Speak my name."
All right, guys, we only know 2 names, so somebody pick. We got a 50-50 chance.
Who's
It
the-
was it
the main one?
Ecosiel?
Ecosiel was the warrior general. Zosiel was the Wind Duke warrior that served Ecosiel.
Oh, man, I
50-50.
wanna say the Wind
Unless
Duke
somebody's got
Warrior
another
General.
name.
I don't
Go
have
with it.
another name.
Go with it. Say it.
I can't. How you say it? I can't pronounce it.
Ecosiel or Zosiel.
Ecosiel.
Nothing happens as it turns and starts to fade back into a statue.
All right, I'll back off and then go up again and let's say the other name.
Yes,
I got
it
nothing.
was.
I think Ecosiel was correct. That's why it didn't attack.
Okay, as you step back and step up, the head turns back towards you. "Speak my name."
Oh, then it's Zosiel.
As you say the word Zosiel out
Motion
loud,
picture cut back.
there is a flash of white light that bursts just along the lower edge of the sarcophagus where you would expect the lid to have been set on it. There was no seal or seam, but now the light flashes and fades, and you can see an ever so slight crack running all around the top edge of the sarcophagus.
That's
As-
awesome, but we should definitely still check for traps.
Yeah, still checking for traps.
Okay. As I go to my skills, and let us go for find remove traps. Okay.
And I will be getting my ball back.
We don't care what you do with your balls, okay?
Hey,
All right,
these have
why
been
is it-
very useful.
why is it
Sean
not-
is already plotting on ways of getting rid of those.
I'm gonna have to try. For some reason, it's not letting me roll it from. Oh, there we go. Okay. As he looks, yep, no traps here, fellas. We're good to go. And have at it. As he steps back.
Renoir, buddy, old pal, since you're the cleric of the group, and that might be an undead thing, why don't you mosey on up there and open the lid for us? Mojo gives him a
Sure.
reassuring slap on the shoulder.
Well, let me just do a quick read here.
Okay, what are we doing?
So, really giving you what I want. All right. I'll go up there and why not? I'll try to push the cover off.
Okay, give me an open doors check, please.
Now, where's that hidden away at?
It's on if you go to your character sheet, go to your attributes, and where your strength is, you just click the letters above where it says open door.
Oh, okay.
crazy here. I see strength here. All right,
Yep,
there we
and
go.
then
Open doors and
yep.
click on the text. I got it.
Yep, there you go. As you it's you hear a slight cracking as if it wants to move, but it just doesn't quite.
Hey, I do a little flex. Move out of the way. I'll take care of this.
Have you seen me roll?
I've got an arrow notched and waiting just in case.
Okay.
Hopefully not to shoot me. Let's see. Open doors, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is how you do it.
That is how you do it.
Nice.
That is how you do it.
I like it. All right. As he leans into it, you hear the stone give way and Mulgar moves the stone lid about halfway off of the sarcophagus, so you can see inside a curved section that was fit for a rather large, tall individual, maybe 7 feet tall, give or take. And as you look inside, a slight smell of decay wafts up out as the trapped air inside spills out into the room. You can see the remains of a being of some sort, mostly dust, a little bit of bone left, but for the most part, long since turned to dust. Even the skeletal remains are calcified and broken off into a white powdery dust. Where the head you would expect to be in the chest area, you can see that there is a pendant of some sort that is inscribed with the same sort of the same symbol of Zosiel, but this is actually it's a silver diadem. So for those that don't know what a diadem is, anyway, you see,
Headband, right?
yeah, it's like a headband that sort of it's kind of like a I want to say like a male version, but you can see the female ones, but it's like it comes around down on into a slight point on the forehead, but right there where the point comes down, there's a little silver plate that has his symbol sitting upon it. So think like Caesar, but with instead of sitting the leaves around the back of his head, it goes around. This one goes over from the ears over to the front, forming sort of a little point down. And like I said, it's got the little jeweled symbol there that has his symbol on it.
Kind of like Wonder Woman's headband.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture that. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, something similar. Also inside there, you can see on either side where the arms may have been at one time, you can see 2 long, slightly curved black horns with red tips. And at the feet of this figure is a silvered pewter box. And it has engravings and inscriptions all around the box itself. And that sits at the feet as you kind of look down inside it.
How large is this box?
I want to say it's about 12 to 14 inches, maybe 18 inches max length.
So something that could potentially hold like 1 of 7 pieces.
Oh, maybe. Oh, absolutely,
Hey,
possibly.
do we still got that replica, or did we give it to the?
I've still got it.
What's his name? Huh?
I've still got it.
Hey,
The replica of the
look-
rod of 7 parts. I've still got it.
Yeah, is it when you look at the rod, the replica? Can you see sectioned off?
Yeah, you can. You can tell.
Yeah,
that
you
it
can see, definitely tell. Sorry, you can definitely tell.
was- So I guess I think where you're going there, does it look like one of those sections would fit in that box?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
It could, perhaps. Maybe if you got the box out and opened it and took a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. Or Sean is going, these guys are so totally off the track. Yeah.
Oh, no, hey, man. This is your adventure, man. I'll make it whatever you guys want it to be.
Mojo
All right,
reaches
I'm gonna
in
go.
and
I'm gonna
picks up- Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say I'll grab the box, but if you're grabbing the box, you go right ahead. I'll move back.
So, in order
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
to
grab the box.
in order to get to the box, you're going to have to take the lid all the way off because it's at his feet, and your arms aren't long enough to reach down all the way to his feet. You can see it with some light, but you can't reach it all the way back.
Hey, Tom, come here, man. Crawl up in this coffin and get this box.
He moved the lid pretty easily, so I'm thinking that probably he could go ahead and just push it all the way off, maybe.
You
Or
don't want to climb down in there?
I would love to climb down in there, but I just had my outfit cleaned, and I really don't want to get it all dusty. That would dead people's parts.
All right, guys, step back. I'm gonna push this thing off.
All right, go for it, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh.
After I loosen it up for you, it should be pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. A few more urges, and you manage to get the lid where it starts to tilt, and then it slides down, and now it sits at an angle, propped up at the base of it, at the base of the wall, reaching up to about the middle, so it's kind of just slid off the back, and it's being propped up on that end. And you are now able to retrieve all 4 items. 2 horns, each one probably about 24 inches long, tipped in red.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the horns from that demon thing he killed.
Looking at it,
That's what it
they
sounds
look,
like.
yeah, it looks exactly like that creature's horns that you see depicted in the boss relief.
Mojo, do you have a detect magic spell?
I probably do, but I don't have it memorized. Let me think about it for a second. Hold on.
You can cast it right off your spell book if you want.
No.
Yeah.
I won't do that.
Wouldn't that make
Well-
it go away out of the spell book?
It works just like a
Honestly,
spell.
I think we're all
Not only
hurt.
does that spell go away, but the spell beneath it goes away.
We might. Do we want to rest here? I mean, we're all. At least some of us are dinged up. I'm hit pretty good.
I'm down 11.
We couldn't rest. Yeah, I don't have it memorized. I got protection from.
Yeah, I'm
evil
down
memorized.
12.
Yeah, I'm down a bit as well. Yeah.
Hey, Biyamba, what you see? Can you detect? You try to detect magic.
Yeah, it's not very good, but I'll try it. Let me see. What's my percentage? 35%. I just
Hey, that's
rolled.
better than 5%.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're a little bit in your weakened state, and it's difficult to kind of focus in this strange place. You are unable to determine if there's any magic.
I'll use my detect magic. Yep, nothing. So it's all good.
What you looking for there,
Yeah,
Anwar?
Trying to figure
I
out how to
suggest
change
we
out some of
rest.
my spells if I rest. That's all.
So
I
what
think
you
we should rest and get our spell.
So what you do for your spells is on the right-hand side, there is a little eraser-looking thing. You click that, and it'll say, "Do you sure you want to remove this spell?" And you say yes, and that'll let you then pick a new spell.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so you guys going to take a long rest here?
I think so. Can you bind us, Biamba? Can you bind our wounds before we rest? It'll help our recovery.
I thought I did that last time, but yeah,
Yeah,
the DM
yeah,
will
but-
allow it again.
Well, no.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry.
You can
Well,
do it every day, right?
well, yeah, but the thing is, you got to remember, what kind of healing kits do you have, right? Are we taking stuff out of healing kits, or what are we doing? Because we can't just like, oh, I'm just going to bind wounds out of thin air. We have to have the
Right, I
material.
was using my shit rags actually, and then
They're clean, right?
no, they're not.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So in order to bind the wounds and stuff, you guys have to have some sort of a kit in order to bind stuff with, or cloth that you're using to cut up and tear up, et cetera, right? So if you don't have that on you, then you can't use that to bind wounds.
All right, we'll buy some stuff when we go back to town then.
But to your point, yes,
Sounds
he
like a
did
plan.
the day before you did it, but then you guys just got out of combat with those 2 aerial things, and then came in here before anything. So, all right.
Okay.
So we are taking.
Oh, y'all, I can't. Well, I don't know. I might have learned it some other way. Hold on. So we're doing a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Does anybody have healing cleric?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got 1 spell left. I'll do that before the rest.
All right.
Let's
do it
go
on
ahead.
Whoever needs that.
Yeah, take any, and don't forget. I believe you guys still have healing potions as well.
Who's down the most here?
I'm down 11.
12.
So he's down the most, at least for us.
Yeah.
Was that Modred?
I'm at full.
Oh, I'm down. Mulgar's down 12.
Oh, Mulgar. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That'll work. Thank you.
Beats the poke in the eye with a sharp stick, I suppose.
Oh, no, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, and like I said, don't forget I gave you guys potions of healing last session as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna use mine. I gotta go find it though.
I just dropped it on your character sheet. I don't think it's in any backpacks or anything like that.
I was trying to save mine for when somebody went down, but
Yeah,
we may
that's-
not be able to save them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, we could do multiple rest if we need to, and I could just keep
How
memorizing
we-
spells.
Click it. Okay, I click it and then I.
Well, I
hit-
think after this, hopefully, we're going to head back to town so we can rest in town. Hopefully.
Yep. You can always rest a few days in town. You're still waiting on Allustan to do some research on the iconography you guys found, and he's tried to get a buyer for the baby owl bear, and yeah. So
Okay, how do you drink it?
So essentially, should just be able to target yourself.
Oh, you got to target yourself. That's what I was. I was like,
yeah,
something's going
target
on.
Target yourself. Go to combat, and then at the bottom of your sheet. Okay. So just go down to your combat, and at the very bottom there is a potion of healing. Just click that, execute it, and if it doesn't apply it to you, then I can just apply the hit points to you. It's no big deal.
Let me try in here. Okay, combat. Potion of healing. All right, did I gotta click myself?
Yeah, you got to click use healing, just like it's a spell cast.
All right.
That consumes it, and then
It's
you do.
not letting me select myself.
Don't worry about selecting yourself. Just hit use healing.
Oh, okay.
Just hit use healing, and then click heal to get the hit points healed. All right, so you rolled a 3 and a 2, so you got 5. What did it say? Oh, you rolled a 1. So roll a d4 again for me. Seriously? Okay, 2. So you got 4. You got 6 hit points back.
Oh,
and I just updated your sheet for you.
Thank you.
Cool.
How many are you down now?
5.
Cool. Yeah, Hub is down 4. So it looks like everybody is down just a little bit. I think the most is Mulgar, is down 9. And
I think I'm also down 9, yeah.
Yeah, so you two are down 9. So anyway, so you guys have these. We're going to take ourselves a long rest then?
Yes.
I think so.
Yep.
All right. So
I don't have detect magic. I've got to learn it.
All right.
I need 50 gold pieces and some to buy the supplies to transcribe the spell.
Yeah, I think I don't have it, but I think as a party we've probably got that from last time's haul. Probably a good spell to have though.
So he gets also an extra 2. All right, so Mulgar, you're at 22. You get, what's your Constitution bonus?
+2.
All right, so you get 3 back. So now you're at 25.
Whoop whoop.
Renoir, what is your con bonus?
Just a second here. It
+1,
is
so you get 2.
Constitution, yep, 1.
You get 2, so you're at 20 now. Mojer's full. And Biamba, you get 4 back, right? You get 2 plus 2
2
plus 2.
Yeah, it's 4. It's doubled.
All right, so you're at 41. All right, so let me adjust our clock now for 8 hours. All right.
I should get my 1 as well for the normal healing, right?
That's what it was. That's what I said. I thought you got.
I was at 37.
Yeah, so now you're at 41. You got 4. You should get 4 back. Did I miss one? Your Constitution is +2.
I forgot my healing gives you double healing every day.
Okay, gotcha. So you should have 42 then.
Everybody that got that should get double.
No, that's what I'm saying.
as-
Is you got to bind their wounds and all that stuff just like you normally do. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Right, but you guys couldn't do that after this last time because you don't have any of the materials and anything to do that with. Like, what do you do? If you could tell me what materials you guys were using to bind the wounds with, because, again, I have no problem with that, but you can't just magically say I'm binding their wounds, but I don't have any medical kits. I don't have any cloth that we brought to use as healing cloths or anything like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I was asking. It's like, what are we using to bind and clean their wounds and heal them to get the benefit of that?
That makes sense. It's just not in the Unearthed Arcana, so I didn't think of it.
Yeah. So, and that's why I just said this time, and Mulgar said, hey, we're going back to town. We just buy some stuff from the store anyway. So it's no big deal. It's not like everybody's down. If you guys are all dying, then I might be a little more lenient, but I'm going to try to start enforcing it a little bit more when it comes to resources and stuff like that you guys are going to need to track with.
Okie dokie.
So,
Mulgar, how are you doing? You still need healing?
I'm okay. I mean, I'm down just a couple. Yeah, I'll be okay because we're heading back to town. Unless we get jumped on the way back to town, I think we're okay.
ooh.
Well, still got to
You
go.
can DM. Does this box have any kind of clasp on it?
So interestingly, you don't know what welding is, but it looks almost like the metal was fused at one end of it, right? So you can see one end that looks like at one time it had been a cap or it opened, but it was fused closed. Might be able to be smacked or broken off or something like that, but from your vantage point, it has a lot of iconography symbols carved all over it. But to the like I said, on the one end, it looks like at one time it was a cap, but looks like something got so hot that it fused the two metals together.
Would you make out anything about the iconography?
Give me an intelligence check. So while you don't know exactly what it all says, you can see that some of it is similar to the iconography of the Vitae, the Wind Dukes and whatnot, having to do with protective seals and abjuration like kind of stuff, as well as some that you can see remind you of scripts that deal with instantaneous destruction. So take that with what you will.
Is there any, aside from the two horns, is there anything else in the coffin?
No, just a lot of dust and whatnot.
There was the two horns, the headpiece, and the box. Right?
Oh, there's a headpiece too?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a diadem, a head like a headdress.
You don't have to
Mojo's
have
gonna
that.
hold. Mojo's gonna hold the ever-burning torch over the sarcophagus over the inside.
Okay.
And as much as he hates it, he's gonna rub his hand along the dust in there just to see if there's anything covered up.
Okay. No, there is not. It's plain. Now your hands are completely dusty with Grandpa's ashes.
He smacks his hands and gets all that as best he can off there.
Okay.
Do you happen to have the knock spell?
No, I do not.
That might be.
Oh,
useful
well,
in
let
that
me see
quest.
what I got. I don't have
Is it-
anything memorized.
You did get that second
didn't-
spell book too.
Yes, but I can't, I've got to cast read magic on it, and then I got to scribe it into my spell book before I can use it.
Gotcha.
And don't forget, it's I believe it's 100 gold pieces per level of spell, or is it 50?
I thought you said it was 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember what I said. It's 50 or 100. So yeah, 50 gold pieces per level of spell as well. That buys you the materials to manufacture the ink and everything that you need to scribe the spell.
You better hope we get some of that owl bear money.
Yep.
I can't tell what level spell. Oh no, I don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, I think knock is first level or second.
Yeah, knock is a second
Yeah.
level spell.
Second. Yeah, second.
All right, my children, what do we wish to do now? Who's carrying what now?
I've got the magic box.
Sure, I'll take the diadem.
I'll carry the horns.
Okay. Gonna
And what
put
was
them
left for me?
dust.
All right, I'll go with the dust.
Well, if you want to carry the box, you be my guest.
No. You go for it. I'm good with it.
All right.
To be fair, we don't know what any of this stuff is. I mean, it might be totally useless.
All right, so we're heading back to Diamond Lake then, I assume, correct?
Well, do we know how to get back? I guess we go jump in this the little swirly thing, and hopefully it takes us back. I guess.
Okay.
Before we do that, I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on myself just to get my hit points up a little more.
Chicken shit.
Let's see. If I can figure out how to cast it.
Nice.
All right, not bad.
6 hit points back. That leaves you like 1 below your max.
Yep, almost done.
All right. Anybody else have anything that we need to do before we depart the region?
DM, before you go, I got a question. On my character sheet,
Yes, sir.
it's got learned, not learned, and owned. Have
Yep.
I learned the ones that say under owned?
No. So those spells, I'd probably say some of them you may have learned because I think some of those were your original spells. But a lot of those spells I dropped in there that were in the spell book that you got from Filge. And so you have not yet learned those. So we can go through when you start saying, hey, can I add this to my spell book? I can look and we can make that determination. Was that one of Filge's spells or was that one that... Because when you leveled up, you got a second level spell.
Yeah, deep pockets.
Yeah, deep pockets you do know right now. You already know it. So that's one that you don't have to learn because that's what you gain as the benefit as making level. So,
Okay.
all right, cool.
Can we have the elf and the thief also just go around the room, do a once over, checking for hidden doors, hidden drawers, stuff
Sure.
like that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
can all
ask Bob.
search. Why not?
I'm gonna ask Bob to let me borrow those glasses right quick while they're doing that, and I'm gonna use the glasses to go over that box again, just to see.
Okay. All right. All right. So whoever's searching, give me a search check, please.
Alrighty.
I'll search
I
too.
like how
but
the
I don't know if
animations
it's gonna-
even use the the physics can barely plop over.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
That's the grade we're looking for.
As you guys search around, yeah, you find nothing else in this chamber. It is what it is.
Okie dokie.
The glasses reveal anything?
No, they do not. You can see the inscriptions really well. But other than that, yeah, nothing.
Does it look like? Do they look like magical writings? If I was to cast read magic on it, would it?
No,
okay.
they look more like a language that is similar to the Vatai script, but a little bit different. So a little less flowery, a little more angular and structured. So maybe a similar race of creatures, but just not quite them. But yeah, not for sure what that may be.
Don't thieves have the ability to read languages, or is he not high enough level yet?
Not sure what level that it comes at it, but he doesn't have anything right now. No.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Y'all ready to head back?
Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna step into the swirling vortex.
All right, you guys watch as Mulgar screams in agony as this thing. No, just kidding. He steps in,
rips them apart,
disappears into the vortex, unsure where he has gone.
Is that empty potion bottle just laying on the floor? Is
What's that?
that empty potion bottle just laying on the ground?
I do not know. Biamba drank it, and probably he is really anti-nature, and he's a pretty big litter bug. So,
Hey, Biamba, let me see that. You got that empty potion bottle?
Yeah, me eat it too. No, I'm
Yeah,
serious.
I was about to say that. He ate it. I see that video.
So I give it to him.
Okay, Moji's going to go back up to the coffin and scoop up some of those remains in that potion bottle.
okay. All right.
Carry it back with him.
That's fair. All right. Now are we all going? Because Mulgar's been gone for a while.
Yeah, I'm going through. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to go through. I'm going to go through too.
All right.
With the cat.
All right. As you all step through, you suddenly find yourselves once again standing on the platform. Just outside the land that actually deposited you outside the center of it. As you guys find your way back.
We never did find a way to get that poor elemental. He's gonna have to stay stuck.
Well, you guys did promise him. I didn't promise him. I wasn't going near him.
We promised him we'd try.
How deep was this thing?
We tried.
About
I didn't see
60
anything.
feet.
60 feet or so.
Did we want to rappel down there and check it out, or?
You could put on that ring with the feather and jump down.
I don't
We
know what
determined not
ring
to
you're
ring a
talking
feather
about.
falling yet.
We have not.
Only one way to
determined
find
that,
out.
no. We have not determined that.
But how you get back up?
We got rope.
Well, might as well use rope to go down. Why use magic? You never know if it's gonna conk out on you and kill you.
Yeah, I mean, we could. Do you want to go down? I got 50 feet of rope, I think. Let me double check before I say that. I'm pretty sure I got rope.
Yeah, I
I
got
got
rope
50
too.
feet of rope. Let's use the rope.
All right.
and-
Is there anything here to tie off on? There's really not, is there?
There is not. You might tie off.
How about the nose of this sculpture down here? Just
No,
kidding.
there's nothing really to tie off on. This portal where the door is, I don't even think you can tie off on that because there's nothing really to grab onto. Portal just sort of rolled out of the way.
Does it stay rolled out of the way, or does it automatically roll back into the spot?
No, it appears to have stayed out of the way.
Okay, can we
Biamba, how much do
do a
you
loop
weigh?
knot? Do a loop knot around this the wooden or whatever this bridge is going down. and then
Yeah,
just run it straight down.
yeah, I could see if you wanted to do something like that. Tie it around the.
Let Biamba do it though. He's the outdoorsman guy. Oh no, you got a ranger. We got a ranger too, don't we? My bad.
I can climb pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I can hold probably a good chance of holding you too if you do start to slip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth a look.
Okay.
Can we see down there? Do we see anything, or is it like pitch black?
It's pitch black unless you can see in the dark 60 feet, and that's why I said the elf.
Elf would probably be best to go down.
He could see down there, but you don't see anything. It's all dark.
All right, if you guys want to do it, let's just do it.
All right, I'll go down. You guys can lower me on the rope. If you're gonna have to lower me on the rope, I can't climb. Or if you want to climb, then let somebody that can climb go.
Yeah, we can lower him down. We got everybody at the top, so we'll just all
Yeah,
lower him
once you
down.
get down there, if you can, light a torch, and I'll come down after you if you need be.
Okay, I'm gonna take the ring with the feather on it.
Yep.
And put it on me, and then they can lower me down.
Okay. All right, so it takes you a good 15, 20 minutes to get it tied off a little bit around that wood, like you said, lashing the ropes together, and then looping it a little bit around Mulgar as he goes to lower himself down into this pit way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. So go ahead and give me a strength check, please, Mulgar.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. I'll be doing that.
All right. Slowly but surely, you work your way down into the pit, for lack of a better term. As expected, it is about 60 feet down. And as you get down there, you can feel the wind sort of swirling around, blowing around dust and debris. Not a strong wind, but strong enough to do that. You look around and you can see really nothing but dirt at first. And as you go walking, you suddenly hear or feel crunching under your feet. And looking down, covered in a layer of dirt and debris, you find bones as you're walking atop what appears to be several feet of bones beneath your feet, but now covered with layers of dirt to make it look like earth. And your foot crunches down, and you sink down perhaps 6 or 7 inches, and you bring your foot up and you go to step again, crunching down into yet more bones. And as you realize, there are probably hundreds of years of failed explorers lying at the bottom of this abyssal pit, having been defeated by more than likely the Wind Warriors above. But
I
yeah,
hate to say it, but I would love a detect magic down here. If you got explorers, you might have magic.
Yeah,
Might have treasure, more treasure.
we should definitely be looking for money and stuff.
Could have that long sword I'm looking for.
which one? The -4 backbiter?
That is actually an excellent one, but I was thinking something a little different. Good choice, though.
Mace of Disruption. We'll go with that.
All right,
My
what do we want to
favorite
do?
would be the flame tongue.
All right, what do we want to do?
Well, unfortunately, we used our detect magic up there, didn't we?
I can run it again, and it's only 35% chance that it'll work though.
Yeah, but don't you have to actually pick up the item and like hold it and concentrate on it? I don't think yours is a radius.
This is anything within like
go
5
back and
feet or
look at
something
it.
like that, I thought.
Barbarians have a 5% chance per level of detecting that, or determining that some sight, sound, or other sensory phenomena. Oh, that's detect illusion. Sorry, I'm looking at it wrong. Barbarians have a 25% chance of detecting any sort of magic other than illusion phantasm variety. This again takes 1 round of concentration and applies for items or spells, but not to persons who are they'd be able to affect magic. For each level the barbarian gains at the first level, he gets another 5%. So the type of magic is never revealed, but it doesn't say it's specific to an item.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
I
it
don't know
does.
why. I
It
think that
does. It
might have
says
been
an item or a spell, but it seems to me that if it doesn't give a range, so that tells me it has to be something like you've got your hands on and you feel and say, "Oh shit, this is magical. I don't like it."
Yeah, that's kind of
Um,
why I'm here reading that.
Could be.
Yeah.
Much I hate
And
to-
also, I was saying I could only do it once per day, but it doesn't say that in the spell description.
Yeah, I didn't
So
know.
that
I
would
didn't
be
think it was.
DM's call.
Yeah, no, it's not a per day thing. It's it takes like.
Y'all, I got to step back a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, sir. Does it say like it takes 10 minutes to do, or you got to do it for a minute?
It takes a
or-
round of
Okay, okay.
1 round of concentration,
Yeah.
but then it doesn't say how long it lasts for.
Yeah, no, it's just that 1 round of concentration, and boom, you're done. Okay, all right, I'm done concentrating. So now I gotta move on, right? Yeah, I don't believe that it has to be a once a day or a twice a day. If you want to spend your entire day just picking up an item, checking it out, dropping it, picking up an item, checking it out, drop it, that would be totally up to you. But I am gonna rule that it does have to be, if not touching it, within a few inches of proximity, like you're waving your hands over it, trying to feel an emanation or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Because to me, that's kind of like I pick up a sword, I want to use it. Oh shit, it's got magic in it. I can't use that, and so you drop it. Unholy thing, right? Something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Mulgar should just kind of look around down there, get anything that's valuable, any cash, anything that looks like it might be magic, and just come up with it.
Yeah, I'm
He's
sorry,
the
but
only
I'm
one
not going
down
to dig
there.
through.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dig through this with all the bones. No. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it with a mythic magic. I'm not going to go sort through all these dirt and bones.
Chicken shit.
I mean, it's huge. This is a huge area.
It is, and there's untold feet beneath you of bones and stuff that you're walking on.
That's what I'm saying. There's no sense in even looking unless we got to detect magic. I mean, I'm just stumbling around in the dark. It just makes no sense.
Let's go back to town. We'll rent a bulldozer, okay, and then we'll take it in and drop it down.
Okay.
There's nothing of value or of noticeable value that he can see. Is that what I'm hearing?
Nothing
Yeah,
that he
layers
has
of
seen
dirt.
so far. Yeah, exactly.
All right, then.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to have a detect magic down here and walk around it to have any chance of finding anything.
Yep.
The way he's describing it, there's just no way.
Pretty much.
Stick your hands down in it. Move it around.
Yeah. Come on down.
All right, pull him up. Let's get out of here. We're just...
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up.
Okay.
Where is it?
All right. Easily, as Mulgar scales down, so doth Mulgar scale up. And you guys find yourselves once again ready to depart these amazing chambers below the earth.
Yeah, who knows what's in the ball pit, too? Same thing. You need to detect magic to find anything down there.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get 2 more balls on the way out. I want to have 4. 4 is my number.
All right. Go ahead and pick up the 4 as you guys get ready to head out.
Alrighty.
You guys manage to, after a half hour or so, exit the caverns, or the Whispering Cairn, as we like to call them. And you...
Hey, Sean, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Could I, or is this too gamey? What I'm wondering is, if when we're climbing down our next descent, could I go like 11 feet with the ring with the feather on it and let go? And I mean, I would take D6 damage, right? If I'm wrong,
Correct.
or is that not enough to activate it, or do we don't know?
No, I think you have to fall more than 10 feet, I believe. I have to look at the actual description, but if it is a feather fall, you have to go. It has to be more than 10 feet. So anything above that, you would take no damage when you fell.
So what if if I go like 11, 12 feet? By your rules, I would take D6 damage, or would I take more? I'm
No,
just
you
didn't know
take-
how you fall.
D6 for every 10 feet.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna
So
try
I say
that.
to really test it, go about 100 feet up and jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna go about 11 feet in the air, 10 and a half to 11 feet when we're coming down, and I'm gonna let go of the rope and hope I'm right.
Okay.
Maybe the ground is soft enough to cushion it.
All right. Yeah.
That's not gamey at all. That's one of the primary ways you figure out how magic items work. is
Yeah.
Test them.
Yeah. That's actually a decent way.
Trial and error.
I want to look up something here real quick just because that's how I roll.
It's a ring of descent. It triples your rate of fall.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, that would be kind of cool. Where are we? Ocean scrolls.
Well, if it is a ring of feather falling, technically it's 5 feet or more.
Yeah, it says actually 5 feet or more. So, but as you let go of the rope, you drop down. You immediately begin to fall, and you're like, "Oh shit, this is probably a bad idea." And suddenly, about 2 to 3 feet before you slam into the floor, there's an explosion of feathers everywhere. Boom! And you land softly,
Nice.
and you
awesome.
slowly float. You slowly float the last couple of feet and gently come to a rest standing there with a little feather on your nose.
That is awesome.
And
Off in the distance, you're walk.
whack, 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 whack. As the feather fall, the
Thank
way
you,
it works
buddy.
is it sucks all the feathers from birds in a 1 mile radius and poof.
Oh, and they're pissed.
No. But there is this explosion of feathers everywhere, and you find yourself suddenly standing there, having stopped and floated the last few feet to come to a
Okay.
rest gently.
Well, we know what it is now.
After having seen that, would the barbarian actually be horrified, or would he be laughing his ass off?
You have to tell me.
I think he'd be laughing his ass off. That's one magic item he would be like, ha ha,
I ain't touching that.
chicken feathers. Ha ha.
Okay, well, we know.
Okay.
Good to know.
So as you guys stand in the sorry, I lost my train of thought. As you guys stand in this lower chamber, you finally work your way out and work your way back to Diamond Lake. It is nighttime. And by the time you guys get to Diamond Lake, it is well past the midnight hour. As you trudge your way back toward the what's the inn that you guys are staying at.
Carriage Inn or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. Yep. As you get back to Abel Carter's, as I said, it is late in the evening. It is now the 12th day of readying in the common year 595. As you guys enter in and I assume go in for a nice night's rest.
Yeah, I think we should. Do you have any spells left that you can cast?
I have healing spells, so I could definitely use as many of them.
Yeah, I'm down 6.
All right.
I think somebody's down more, though.
I'm full up.
Okay,
Hub,
I guess.
Hub is down 1, so he'll get that back tonight. All right, there's 2.
Wow. All right. How many are you still down?
4.
I'm down 2. Or I'm down 4. Sorry, 4.
I'm going to give you another one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
even if he gets 3, he'll get that one back after resting tonight.
And how much gold does this cost us to stay? I got to take that off my sheet.
It was, I believe we said it was a gold piece per night.
Okay.
Does that
Done.
include barding? For
There
the
we
hot
go.
horse?
Yeah, the barding of the horses and stuff comes for free. So, all right. So that means Renoir, you're down 1. Hub is down 1. Everybody else looks like they're maxed out. And so, if you guys wish to give yourself another long rest,
All right. Is this with or without food?
I would say without food because you guys could get it from the inn.
All right, and
Yeah,
how
I got to
much-
buy rations in the morning.
I'm gonna buy a first aid kit basically for 5 people. Would that include like just bandages, or would it include like antiseptics and salves? Because he can make that stuff too. He knows how to use it out of nature.
Yeah. Oops. I accidentally used my stuff. Let me edit that.
Tourniquets, maybe. Would they have known about tourniquets back in the day? I don't know.
I would imagine they found some stuff. I would think that for instead of tourniquets, they would just put a firebrand on it to cauterize it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
But
So
at least bandages. I'll grab a big bag of bandages somehow and attach it to my backpack.
All right, DM, I've got 113 gold pieces. I'm going to spend the next day acquiring the materials to scribe 2 of those first level spells into my spell book.
okay. All right. So that being said, it is now in the early morning hours of the 12th day. You guys have returned with what you have. Modred has decided that he is going to go spend a few hours at the general store buying, or they also have like a magic shop, if you will, or apothecaries, or whatever you want to call it, where he can buy the materials to get the ink and stuff made. So the rest
I'm going to
of
go
you,
with him and buy rations.
okay?
When are we got to take that chest to like a smith and see if he can cut that lid open.
First, I want to take it to what's his face to see if he can tell us anything about it. I'd hate for him. I've seen runes on there that said something about disintegration. So I'd hate for the smith to try to cut it open and then the box kill him.
Yeah, that would be bad. So
I think-
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I just outside character. I think we all know that that's a sphere of annihilation. So
What,
Well,
in the
maybe.
box?
black
In-
sphere. That's pretty obvious.
Oh, the black
Yeah, but
sphere.
that was
that was
only in the base relief carvings. I'm
Yeah,
that
thinking
was
this
Right,
is
but
I'm thinking this is a part of the rod of 7 parts.
it probably is. But I'm just saying that
Oh yeah, I was hoping to find
That
a little
sphere
globe
you're
because I
seeing-
got an 18 intelligence. I was going to try to control it.
yeah.
That would be
So
cool.
I'm
Yeah.
changing out one of my spells, I think, too, for this rusty thing too.
okay. So really the biggest places that you could probably go for the goods is obviously the Diamond Lake General Store. That's building 7. You guys have kind of been there once. You could probably get most of what you need there to get the inks that you want. Stuff that you can't get there, you might be able to get from Allustan. There's no real apothecary here in town. They do have, obviously, the House of Ill Repute, so maybe they've got stuff there that you can go in and see what they may have. And then Osgood the Smithy, which is building 27 for those that did not know. He is, where did I put him? He is actually back there toward the edge of town on the way out of town off to the east. He's actually right down by the Dowerstone. Not Dowerstone. Sorry.
What was Gray Smear Covenant? Is that a mining company?
Oh no, the Gray Smear Covenant is actually there is a group of dwarves from the Gray Smear dwarf clan, which is to the south and east of Greyhawk. It actually sits far to the south in the mountains. It's a clan called Graysmere. And so they actually have a group of dwarves up here that are called the Graysmere Covenant. But the smelting house outside of town here is 28. And then 27, right across the street, is the Osgood Smithy. So things like weapons and armor manufacturer and fixing and repairing and stuff can go there. So it really depends on where you guys want to go.
Yep. And before we go, actually, I did memorize detect magic. If we want to take things like that, diadem. I can't even freaking say that word.
Diadem.
Diadem. We got to come up with a freaking crown or something.
Yeah.
Put that in the pile, and maybe we should put that box in the pile. And anything else we have a question about being magical?
Oh, the horns.
Yeah, the horns.
And those glasses, I think.
Oh yeah, why not the glasses too?
What glasses?
The sunglasses, not the
sunglasses. The sunglasses you guys left with Allustan so he could research them for you.
What were those other glasses?
The magnifying glasses or microscope.
Those are hubs.
Those are magical. Yeah,
those are hubs.
Glasses
And he,
of my new scene.
Yeah, Hub had those, so Hub knows what those are, I believe.
Okay. So if we already know what that is, then we don't have to worry about it. But we can place the rest in there, and I'll cast my detect magic here.
Okay.
The horns.
Mojuk was accidentally in the area affected the spell, and his whole body glows so brightly it blinds everybody. Sorry.
As you cast your spell and you focus your concentration on the small little pile of items, you can see that the horns do not radiate anything that's magical. However, something inside the metal pewter box radiates a very strong abjuration magic. And the diadem radiates an enchantment magic as well.
Well, now we know.
So, yep, you know this is magical. All right, so, Mulgar, you and Mordred depart your friends and head your way over to the essentially the general store. It's early morning. You can see that several individuals are already in here gathered to do their shopping in the morning. Pretty busy. Both a couple times you guys have been in here, they've been busy really every time, as not only do miners coming off and on shift, but people living in town obviously needing their supplies. And of course, regular supply runs to and from the free city of Greyhawk. What were you rolling a save for?
Oh no, I was trying to add those rubber balls to my inventory, and I don't know what I'm doing. So
Oh,
I'm gonna give up.
no, that's fine. No, that's
For a
okay.
split
No.
second, I thought the DM was rolling a random D20 roll.
No. I was playing with that, trying to add, and I screwed up. So all right, I'm done playing with that.
No worries. I was like, what the heck?
I think I hit myself in the head with one. I tossed it up in the air too high.
That's funny. All right.
I'll try on that diadem just to see what happens, because based on the school of magic, I'm thinking that might be protection of something.
Okay.
Abjuration is protection and banishment and something else.
Yeah, that's why I put it on. As I put on the crown of might.
Is that what the crown? Is that what the crown?
No, the
radiated,
crown
or
was
the
enchantment. The crown was enchantment. So who's putting that on?
Okay.
Are you actually putting it on?
Yeah.
Oh, he turns into a woman.
Oh, it's actually enchantment. I thought it was abjuration.
No, what's inside the metal box was abjuration. The diadem is more of an enchantment kind of a thing. So you can put it on if you want. Again,
Look at me. I'm so pretty.
Sure, I'll put it on. Well, why not? Let's just do
Okay.
it.
All right.
AD&D is super forgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You slide the diadem, and it feels cool to the touch, and you feel a slight tingle as you rest it upon your brow. But other than that, you don't feel any different.
All right, no harm, no
Feel
foul.
smarter.
Mhm. All right.
I feel luckier.
Yeah. Now my face is melting. All right. So let's see. So you guys are. I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna go ahead and start working through each one of you guys. So as you step into the general store, as I said, it's kind of busy. They do have 3 or 4 employees in there, kind of running around. As you guys look around and see, there's a sort of a mishmash of a lot of things. Interestingly, you've been to stores in other places and cities, but it always amazes you how much stuff that they have here that you think nobody would ever need until you realize this is a mining community, like pickaxes and spades and shovels and spelunking type gear, and more adventuring type gear as opposed to what you might normally find. But anyway, what are you guys looking for as you enter into the...
I'm buying a week's worth of rations, and if there's anything, we're going to probably go into a mine next. So if there's anything interesting that I think, wow, I need this for a mine, I'll probably pick it up. But I don't know what I need.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it.
Mildred is just looking for the ingredients to make this ink that'll hold the spell onto his spell book.
Okay. So as you guys are searching around, and one of the workers, I guess, we'll call them, comes up to you, Modra. He goes, Master Mage, very good to see you this morning. Is there something in particular? I am Velor. Tagan, the owner of this establishment, is my cousin, and we are here to serve. What may I do for you this day?
Well, I am looking for ingredients to make ink so that I can scribe a spell into my book that I have found. What I really need is the blood of a newt and several sprigs of belladonna and something to bind it with. Let me see. Sulfur.
Well, sulfur we have because they use that to try to burn away some things. However, the Blood of newt, you say? No, that is definitely not a common item. Perhaps we could order some from the city. It could be here within a week, if that would be acceptable. They're the only one who partakes of such items that I'm aware of is Allustan. Although I'm sure there are others in town that I am unaware of, but he may have some of the more hard to come by items, so to speak. Have you been in town long? I don't know that I have seen you here.
We've been around for about a week. I've been exploring the Whispering Cairns.
Oh, I see. Yes, yeah. Well, lots of things going on in town these days. That is for sure. People going missing left and right. In fact, do you know? Have you ever heard of Balabar Smenk? Apparently, his right hand man has gone missing. So it's take care.
Wait. Who did you say is missing?
I kind of nudge him in with my elbow real good.
No, so one of the more prominent business owners here in town, Mr. Balabar Smenk.
He owns a mine, doesn't he?
Yes, in fact, he owns several mines, but his right hand man, Mestel Fix, apparently is gone missing. So you did not hear that from me. But
that's not the tall. That's not the tall half orc, is it?
No, you speaking of Kellen? No. Kellen,
oh yeah.
Kellen's a thug. Yeah, no, you should. I would recommend that you steer clear of him. Bad tempered sort. But no,
right. So somebody else is missing.
Yeah, Mestel Fix has been his business partner or right hand man for many years, as far as I know. But people talk and stuff, and so apparently he kind of looks around to see if anybody's listening. He's been missing for a few days now, so interesting, strange things going on. Nobody messes with Balabar. Balabar is not a man to be trifled with.
What? Let me ask you a question. I'd like to explore. I'm an explorer, as my friend mentioned, and we're going to find a mine. It's an abandoned mine. No, we're not going to trespass or anybody. What kind of equipment does somebody need to go into a mine just to explore and see what's in there? I'd like to see new things.
I would take probably, if you're going to do any kind of mining, but even so, even abandoned mines probably have things that are dangerous, like gas pockets, and so and you can hear off in one corner as he points over, you can hear the squawking and screeching as you see probably 24 small bird cages, each one with a finch inside. I know that the miners like to take the finches in whatnot, or canaries sometimes in the cages to go to the mines with them in the event that there is poisonous air. It affects the birds. Masks, of course, we do have masks that help filter the air when you're breathing. Of course, rope, oil, torches.
How much is a mask? How much are your masks?
Good question. I probably should have had that handy. Let me see.
Grab back.
I don't know if I have the actual price list here, but I do have one somewhere. I want to say it's like a couple of gold, but I'm going to have to find the sheet. I apologize. I didn't have it handy when I should have. But probably a couple gold for each mask. But
what if I was to buy 5? How about 8 gold for 5 of them?
Do that. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to worry. I would say, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, I'll buy 5 of them. And then I'm going to buy a week's worth of rations. That's 5 gold, right? For a week's rations?
Yes.
Okay, done that. And then how much for this climbing gear you speak of?
Man, I wish I had my sheet because I had all my prices on it, and I don't know what I did with it. Hang on a sec.
What are we doing now?
He's.
I bought 5 masks, and I'm gonna buy some climbing gear.
Hey, DM, while all that's going on, Modred's thinking in his mind, and he's like, I wonder if I could find the ingredients to the stuff I need at the observatory. He had a lot of stuff up in that laboratory.
He did. He did. All right,
Good idea.
so you are looking for what?
Climbing gear.
Let's see if it's got it in here.
Might want to look at the Dungeoneer Survival Guide.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to do. I had a dang sheet that had all my stuff. The dungeon, yeah. Dungeoneers, yeah. Let me look and see if it's got it. It'll have all of our stuff. I apologize. Like I said, I had a doc, like a PDF or something that had all that stuff in it, but okay. We got the officials. Of course, it doesn't have. I'm looking in the Dungeoneer Survival Guide. I don't see it's got like all these different. Oh, you can. Oh, this percentage to do this percentage to do that, but it doesn't have like an item list. Proficiencies. Yeah, I apologize for being so, more than usual. AD&D. All right, so yeah, so a climber's kit will be 15 gold.
Okay, I'll buy one.
Okay. You can buy rope, obviously, depending upon you want hemp or silk. Also, pythons you can buy pretty cheap.
Okay, I'll buy a handful of those.
All right, a handful is in how many? Each one's 5 copper pieces.
I don't even know how many you need. 6?
Okay, 6. So that's 30 copper. So that's 1 silver and 10 copper.
Okay. And then how much is the canary?
The canary is 10 gold.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a little out of my range. We might have to come back for that. Okay, I'm done. That's all I want. I got the climbing gear. I got 5. I got a mask for everybody. Some pythons. I'm good.
Hey, Mulgar, you want to go with me back up to the observatory?
Sure. Do you want to check with Allustan first to see if he's got it? But I'll gladly take you to the observatory.
Well, what I was thinking is if I can get it at the observatory for free, I won't have to pay anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then whatever I don't find at the observatory, then we can stop by Alistair's house and maybe get the rest of it.
Yeah, that's fine. I can walk up there with you.
All right. That's what we're going to do then, DM, if that's okay.
Okay, that's fair.
I still need to buy like a med pack of some sort, like bandages and sutures, stuff like that.
Yep. So.
Hey, with the Temple of Aetherion, would they have all that stuff?
Temple of who?
Whatever that guy's name is. Aetherion?
Tritherion?
Tritherion, yes, that's it.
Yeah, if they had one of his temples here, which they don't.
It's just the cleric guy that's here.
Yeah.
Starting the temple. That's right.
Well, no. The god of Tritherion is your.
That's
Renoir's god. Yeah, that's Renoir. In town you have a Church of St. Cuthbert. You also have the Church of Jaskar, which is the new one that is being headed by Deglin. There's also a small chapel dedicated to Hieronymus. It's not a very big church; it's just a small chapel. But there is that chapel here in town as well. So as you two are headed off, you can go ahead and move yourself on the map if you want. Your companion, having finished his breakfast and done whatever, you, Biamba, make your way over to the Diamond Lake general store as well.
Is that number 3?
Actually, it's number 7. Number 3 is the feral dog. So I am assuming that. All right. So you guys are going up to the
Observatory. Yeah.
observatory. Okay. All right. So you guys can just continue yourself up there. I'm just gonna. Oops. I'm gonna go back here to not Deglin, but to Biamba. All right, Biamba. As you enter into the store, once again, as described previously, it's a rather busy place. Several patrons are in there, and you are approached by one of the middle-aged men who's attending, and he introduces himself as Velor. And welcome, sir. You appear to be well-traveled. New in town. What can we provide to you to make your stay here more comfortable? As you can see, we have many, many goods. We have many, many goods that are for the biggest and smallest of tasks. You getting into mining while you're here, or what is it? What brings you to our fair community?
You're looking for bandages for companions in a pack.
Yes, absolutely. Of course. Please, over here. And he leads you over to an area where you can see there are water skins, there are oil skins, there are packs of bundled up cloth to be used as bandages. There are small, sharp knives with each kit that can be used to cut strips of cloth. There aren't, it's not really any salves or anything, but there are herbs available, and you recognize a lot of the herbs that can be mixed and matched to create salves, but they don't have the salves themselves.
Okay, well, with my abilities, I know how to make some standard unguents and tinctures and things like that.
Yep.
So I'll just grab, small bits of that, enough to make for 2 or 3 doses of each.
Okay. So between the quote-unquote healer kit with all the bandages and all the herbs and stuff that you buy that will allow you to make several salves and balms and whatnot, it's 20 gold total.
Okay. I will pay that off my character sheet right now. I give him the money and go, thank you.
Give me a roll a d10 for me, if you would.
Just roll a d10? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's ready to go then? Okay.
5.
Okay. As you're sort of looking around and Volster is sort of helping you around, he goes off to help some other people, and you as you're going through picking, me want this, me want that, you do hear some conversations going on, and interestingly, you hear the name Balabar Smenk, and it kind of pricks your ears because you've heard that name and you've seen him in the feral dog, kind of a grotesque, fat, unsavory sort with slick back hair. Well, apparently, whoever his hirelings are, whoever his number one is, has gone missing. And you hear sort of people under their breath saying, whoever did that must not know who Smenk is, because Smenk is not a guy you want to mess with.
Well, I'll kind of keep acting like I'm looking at stuff and then shimmy closer to him to overhear the conversation.
Okay. So essentially, this guy's been missing for a while. And you get the impression that whoever this person is has seen Smenk on a regular basis, maybe out to eat or maybe in the course of business, whatever. But Smenk apparently, he's been kind of on edge lately.
Wonder
Like
what he on edge about.
Maybe. Don't know. Maybe it's you guys, because you guys are a little thorn in his side. Because don't forget, Filge was one of his best friends, or at least a very good friend of his that he invited into town, and you guys ran Filge off. So maybe that has to do with it.
Could be.
Yep.
I'll listen for any more facts, but if nothing happens, then I'll start to get my stuff and leave.
Okay. As you're paying to get this stuff, you hear one last thing. Somebody mentions something about one of the mine managers, and the person they're talking to says something along the lines of, "He's an old grouch. Nobody really likes him. I don't even know why he's here trying to make a go of the mines. But he's one of the better ones we got here in town." "Yeah, maybe, but I heard that he got kicked out of Graysmere, why has he come all the way this way? If his own kind don't want him living amongst them, why should we let him here amongst us?" "Well, I don't know, but he's just making us some coin, so let's just go to work, eh?" And you see the two guys, and you realize that they're miners, and they have bought some new boots and some new overcoat, heavy leather overcoat clothing that you've seen many of the miners wear, because working in the mines, rubbing up against stone all the time can tear your clothes real easy. So they tend to wear these heavy kind of cloth clothing with these metal hats to protect their heads, and masks and whatnot for their breathing. So apparently they work for whoever this dwarf that they're talking about is in one of his mines, but you didn't catch the name who they were talking about.
Right.
But apparently he's a dwarf, and he came from Graysmere, and apparently he got kicked out of Graysmere. So.
Interesting.
Yep. So. Anyway, with that. So that took you all of about an hour, give or take. And anything that you would like to do, Renoir, whilst you are awaiting your friends or doing whatever during the day, or are you just going to hang out?
I am just hanging out and praying to Tritherion, because I am flat broke. Hoping money will come my way.
All right. So traveling as you guys do, you get up to, y'all make it up to the observatory, mid-morning, probably 10:30 or so by the time you guys, get up there. Once again, you find yourselves in the, oops. I thought I had the map still up, but I didn't. Let me go back and get those up. Once again, you guys find yourselves up at the old observatory. Looks much like you left it, although empty. Come on, pokey little puppy. All right. I am going to, even though you all are here, or not here, I'm going to put some people outside, because that's where they are. And you guys, hang on a second. I'm gonna move you guys.
Okay.
Where is? Oop, yep. Sorry. Let me move you guys. You only have 4 of y'all? I thought you had 5. Weird.
The thief is still down at the
That's
tavern.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
probably need hub.
I got him. All right. So you guys, even though you guys are not here, I'm putting you on here just so you can see the map. So nobody is really involved here except for Mulgar and Mordred. So as you guys find yourselves at the stairs leading up, as well as the entry window that you guys used previously is still broken to allow access.
I want to use the window because we didn't search the rest of this, and if there's something else in here that wants to attack, I would prefer help. So I say we go and do the window again. We know that one's safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Pop in the window.
make a head call.
All right, sir. All right, you guys. Oops. That's kind of weird. It didn't happen. Humbug. It's not. Oh, it's because I'm not controlling it. I have to bring Hub along, otherwise it won't let me see anybody. All right, so Modred, as you guys are in, you can see once again all of the zombie remains are still sitting at the table, just like they were previously. None of them appear to have moved that you can tell.
We make our way upstairs.
Gonna go upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. As you guys...
Hold on. I missed the level.
Oh, hang on a
The
second.
other level.
Oh, this is the second floor. Oh, this... No. Yeah. No, this... Sorry. You're right. My bad.
Now, right here on this table, on these tables,
Yep.
I'm just going to look and see if I can find anything that might that I could use to make the ink with.
Go ahead and give me a search check, please.
D6.
D6.
Can I modify it by my intelligence, maybe?
I'll allow that. But if you roll a 6, that's an auto fail.
Okay. So -3 to my roll.
Intelligence. Yes. -3.
Wrong die.
I was going to say, I don't know why you rolled a D20 when you need to roll a D6, but hey, that's okay.
Man, hold on.
All right.
Let's see. 1d6. How do I do the minus? That 0?
Yes.
Or we're just going to subtract 3 from whatever I roll.
Yeah, either way, I guess that'll work as well. Just roll a D6. Ha! 6 fails.
What the crap is that?
That's it. That's the way shit rolls. As you search and you do find, I am going to say that you do find spell components enough that will allow you to cast one casting of each of the spells that was in his spell book. And you do find materials in the form of inkwell as well as quill pens and stuff, but you just don't find the materials that you need to make the ink specific for this particular spell. Actually, I lied. I'm going to lie. You now have one casting of each one of his spells in his spell book, whatever ones that require spell components. If it requires a spell component, you can use the spell component to make the ink.
Okay.
You just won't have any to cast a spell after that, right? Does that make sense?
Okay.
But I'm not sure if the spells that you want to transcribe, if they do not have spell components, then you don't have the materials yet to do that. So what two spells
what about, Oh, let me look at my spell book and I'll tell you. One of them was detect magic, and the other one was. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait a minute. That's the second one.
If it helps, I also have detect magic, so if you don't need redundancy, if there's a better one to take.
Well, yeah, detect magic and identify was the two I was going to try to memorize.
Yep. So detect magic does not require material components, so you do not have the materials to scribe that. And what was the other one? Identify? Identify, you do have the materials, but you're going to have to use the 100 gold piece pearl, or is it in first edition? Is it 1,000 or is it 100?
I don't remember.
It's 100. Yeah. I can look it up.
No worries. But anyway, yeah, I got it right here too. It requires 100 gold piece pearl, but that pearl gets consumed. So you find a pearl, so you're able to cast it. But the problem is you can either cast it off the scroll as a scroll, or you can use the pearl to generate the ink in order to scribe it into your spell book. And then
you're going to use it to generate the ink.
Yep. Okay. So you're still going to have to get 50 gold piece in materials from somewhere in order to do detect magic.
Right, let me ask you this. Can we go upstairs to the laboratory?
Okay.
And maybe not find the precise, would I get better chances if I went up there, say like it costs 50 gold pieces to get the ingredients for the spell. Could I go up there and find 25 gold pieces worth of the stuff where I can go back and get the other mundane stuff at the shop maybe?
I will say that if you find it up there, you got all 50 gold piece worth of stuff. I'm not going to make you have to negotiate. It's a fine thing whether or not.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go up there and look.
Okay.
If that's okay.
No, absolutely.
I'm very, very, very confused by what he's doing. I'm just making sure he's not getting attacked.
He's just looking through shit, trying to find stuff.
As we're doing
above my pay grade.
Kind of confused. I kind of start rambling them, just rambling off stuff about the history of creating spells and how the first magic users, they realized that if they cast it straight from their books, that could damage the whole spell book, and they had to go through these, rituals to make this ink that would hold the spell magic when it was inscribed into the page. And I'm, thumbing through stuff and throwing stuff in the floor and just looking through everything as I'm talking, getting quite excited.
Do you want me to stay or do you want me to leave? Silence.
Stay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so go ahead and do your search again for me, sir.
Nice.
As you search around, you find several vials of pre-made ink, each one labeled with a different spell. In fact, each one is labeled with the spell from his spell book. So each spell that was in his spell book, you find a drawer in his desk up here that has ink vials with stuff already made to transcribe it with.
Mojo is ecstatic. He grabs all the ink, sets it in his satchel.
All right, now roll a strength check to make sure we don't break it. Just kidding. As he opens
is it a
up
satchel or a man purse?
It's actually a backpack. I want a satchel, one of them Indiana Jones type satchels, but I didn't get one.
And that, my friends, is where we're going to take our break.
Sounds good.
Hope you don't mind.
Alrighty.
We are going to, I know it's slow going, but it's post things and stuff. And so we want to give our players an opportunity to do whatever it is they need to do. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Hopefully you guys will be back with us. In the meantime, we're going to listen to the smooth, silky sounds of our very own monkey boogers. We shall return.
Anybody in here? Hey, Shane, I was watching a TikTok clip the other day about this, it was a Pittsburgh Steelers guy, they called him I guess he was from Samoa or whatever. This joke was like a linebacker. He was beat.
For the Steelers?
Yeah. How long?
Oh, Troy Polamalu.
That dude was a beast.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
He does really good head and shoulders commercials.
Absolutely. Great head and shoulders commercials.
Bowling through the offensive line and getting back.
Oh yeah, he actually did it against Tennessee one year. They were on the goal line, and he leapt over the top of the line just as they hiked the ball. He dove over the line, grabbed the quarterback, and took him down in the backfield. It's like, he did it a couple different times.
As I'm watching this game, and CJ Stroud.
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to hear nothing.
No, I'm not going to tell you anything about the score, but he fumbled twice on the same play. I've never seen a quarterback fumble the ball twice on the same play.
I like it.
I've never seen that before. Fumble a snap, pick it up, and still fumble it again. I've never. Watch it. Yeah, the second fumble was the hit. The first fumble was just a drop. But I can't. He doesn't want to know anything about the game, so. But it's just pretty incredible.
Okay.
If they win, they go to New England next week, play my Pats.
Yep. And there's no game next week, by the way, for us. But we'll talk about that afterwards. Whoever wins, doesn't matter who wins, they get a short week, which is bullshit. Yeah. Yeah.
What might be fun?
Bobsled.
Yeah, I like watching Winter Olympics. Bobsled. I kind of want to look. Lacrosse looks interesting. I think that might be a fun game to watch.
Let's all watch cricket.
As stupid as it is, I love curling. When I watch that, I don't know what is it about it. I just like watching. There's something about it.
Yeah, I like the snowboard.
That's crazy. That sounds crazy. Yeah, no thank you.
That just
Oh, that's cool. We're gonna talk about this as soon as we're back. This is interesting. I just found something interesting, which I knew I had something, but I just didn't know for sure if that's where it was. But it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. It's all right. We'll figure something. We are back. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you're still with us. If not, see you later. Talk to you next time. For those that came in after the fact, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We were just talking. I had a list of items. I don't know what the hell I did with it, but doesn't matter because it's a little late now. However, I did find in a Dragon magazine, they actually have some stuff for Diamond Lake, and they have the bird with the bird cage, how much they were. They have a breathing mask, and the canary itself is a separate cost than the bird cage itself. They have miner's hat, miner's outfit, pickaxe, rock hammer, and they have smelling salts. And interestingly, it says smelling salts are usually contained in small pouches or vials. A few pinches of these acrid white crystals aid in rousing the unconscious. When waved under the nose of a character who has been reduced to negative hit points but is stable, the character may immediately make a percentile roll to become conscious. Normally, the chance of regaining consciousness is only 10%, but when using smelling salts, the chance raises to 30%. And of course, it shows, and there is actually an alchemist in town. It just didn't show it on the version of whatever I had. So it's kind of interesting. I'm looking to see if I can do a search for him. Yep, so it shows
But they
here.
still publish Dragon magazine online?
No, this is an
Oh,
older
yes,
one.
they did.
No, but
get all back issues online.
yeah, but apparently this alchemist is in the book I have, but it doesn't show like in the, like I have a Diamond Lake kind of a primer, and it doesn't have. Okay, so there it is. So he is actually, so you guys would have found this when talking in the store. There is an alchemist who actually oversees the smelting process. And he actually has his own little side store where he sells potions and alchemical mixes and stuff like that. So you would have to go to the smelting plant in order to find him. So anyway, that being said, let's get back to where we were, eh? So as we left, our intrepid heroes went back to explore the old observatory where they ran Filge, the necromancer, out and sent him hightailing it back to Greyhawk. That was yesterday. Modred and Mulgar have decided to come investigate to see if there were any alchemical mixtures and stuff that Modred could use in order to create ink and whatnot so that he could scribe all of these new spells into his spell book. And when last we left, he had just found the mother lode in his eyes of several vials of ink, each one labeled for use with different spells that he might use to scribe scrolls into his spell book. And so, that being said, you have the ink and whatnot. So, what do we want to do now that we have completed our investigation here, or have we completed our investigation?
I don't think there's Mulgars or anything you can think of.
Oh, I'm just here with you, so if you're done, I'm done.
All right, let's go back to the carriage house. I'm kind of hungry.
As you guys find yourselves back outside, as you guys move your way back through town, heading back to the carriage house, anything left that you want to do, Biamba, as you are finishing up purchasing gear within the tavern or the trade post?
They have arrows here, right?
No, they don't sell weapons here. You'll have to get those from Vanel, who is the girl up here at 17, who is the Boer Fletcher.
Yeah.
Also, you could probably get them from the oh crud, what's the name of that? It is the Captain's Blade, which is building 16, which is up here on the far northwest edge of town, right near Allustan. They sell various weapons, maybe a little bit of armor, but primarily weapons of various sorts that are sold from his shop. So yeah.
No, I just need some arrows.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So the cost of the arrows is essentially the same price that is in the player's guide.
Look. Let me go look that up right quick.
As Mulgar comes running across the wait for me. Want to say it's like a gold piece or a couple gold pieces for 12 or something like that.
Bolts. Where are arrows? Oh, here we go. They're 1 dozen. It's 8 silver pieces.
8 silver for a dozen.
What's a score? That's 20, right?
Score is 20,
24.
yeah. Score is 20.
Or 20. So I only need 8 or 12. I mean, so I'll just buy the 8.
Okay.
Or the dozen. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell. 8 silver pieces.
All right. So just so you know, you have a quiver right now. You have 13 silver arrows and 11 regular arrows in that quiver.
Yeah, I have a a secondary quiver on my
Yep.
horse, and I have a tertiary quiver that only has
Yep.
12 in it right now.
Yep.
So I was going to add the extra 12 to that one.
Okay, so you can go ahead and do that. I'll bump it up for you. I'll just bump it to 24. Oh, you already did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did.
All right, cool. All right, so do that. Deduct your money, please.
Yep, I'm going there right now. That would be 7. Got it.
I'm going to relate to them about what we heard about the Belliber Smick's assistant friend guy disappearing.
And I'll relate the story I heard in the store after I was buying the first aid kit.
Okay. So, as you all gather around at the table in the carriage house, what do you tell them? Let's start with you, Mulgar.
We were in the store and we heard that Belliber Smick's assistant, and I forgot the name already because I'm horrible with that, as he was missing. He's like his, not the half orc that we ran into, but I guess this is like his partner in the mining, and he's disappeared several days ago.
Well, you know, gangsters, they dispose of, people all the time. I wonder if maybe this is an instant of his secondhand, man's got a little big for his britches and he just took him out himself.
Could be. I have no idea.
The guy's name is Mestel Fix.
Mestel Fix.
I'll post it in the chat so you guys can then take notes.
Did you hear something about a mine that had some undead in it recently?
That's where we're probably going to have to go next, yeah. The Dowerstone mine.
Yeah, who owned that mine?
The guy we're talking about, the boss.
Ragnolin Dowerstone is the owner of the Dowerstone mines. He's the dwarf. He's a dwarf.
That's not the mine with the undead in it, though.
No, it's not. Well, you don't know.
The guy that had the half orc. I thought the mine belonged to the guy
No.
that had the half orc we encountered. Okay.
No, it actually is the Dowerstone mine owned by Ragnolin Dowerstone, who is
he
by
the
all
one
the
that was from Grey
yes,
Stone?
Graysmere.
Graysmere.
Yep. For all intents and purposes, you guys have come to realize that all of the mine managers, for the most part, are at each other's throats. There are probably alliances here and there. Belliber Smenk is one of the more affluent mine owners. Not necessarily a good guy or that he looks affluent, but his mines make the most money. Ragnolin is
Dwarf,
that is not the dwarf. Ragnolin is right up there though as one of the most prominent owners of mines and whatnot. So he and Smenk are probably business rivals, but who knows? Nobody knows what's up. You know that from what Smenk told Filge, Smenk actually was working with Dowerstone Mines because he went into Dowerstone Mine and saw all this stuff going on, and he was kind of taken aback by it, and that's why he called Filge up here to help him because he was a little bit worried about what was going on apparently. But be that as it may, yeah, for the most part, all of the mine owners are pretty bitter rivals. So it's interesting that Smenk was even in the Dowerstone mines to begin with.
Seems like we need to get a handle on Schmenk to find out if he's either trying to stop these undead from going into the mines and he's concerned about it, or whether he's actually encouraging it, since he also brought in a necromancer. Maybe he was telling us the truth, maybe he's not, but maybe we should talk to this Schmenk guy.
Well, I think we should go to our sage first with the new items we found and see if he's gotten us any more information.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, how's it going to take me to describe these spells into my spell book?
Say again.
How long is it going to take me to describe these spells into my spell book?
1 hour per level of spell. Each first level is each spell is 1 hour, and then second level spells each spell is 2 hours, etc., etc.
Oh, I
So
screwed up.
I need 7 hours of study for my first level spells and 2, 4, 6 for my second level spell. So I need to be gone. I need to be here for at least a day and a half to get all this done, y'all.
Just have to fix it now.
And that's fine if you
Screwed up
guys
when
on
Go
what?
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
When I did the arrows, I shouldn't have done it the way that was a quiver of what the. I don't know what I just did. Okay, there it is. The quiver itself is 8 silver pieces. The arrows are 1 gold for a dozen. So that's
Okay.
what I'm fixing now.
Okay, that's fine. And just remember, guys, if you need downtime stuff, we can instantly blaze through downtime. We can say, oh, okay, it's 2 days from now. All right, you got all your stuff done now. We're going to move on, right? Or
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah,
at the
let's
same time, we can say, hey, we're blazing through 2 days of downtime, but I want to do this. Okay, so let's role play that, or let's role play something else while Modred's hiding away in his little hovel. You know.
Yeah. Well, why don't we, while Modred's doing his thing, why don't we go see the sage here and get
Yeah,
the
let's take all
information
these things
covered.
we found though.
Yep, exactly.
Hold
and kinda
on.
show him and,
Before y'all do that, can Modred put the crown on his head right quick just to see if he can?
Sure. Sure,
something
I'll
happens
I'll
to him?
yeah, I'll pass it
Alright.
over. Apparently,
Okay.
it doesn't seem to hurt you.
All right, you slide it over your head. You feel like this static electricity sort of a sensation as your hair sort of flutters just a little bit, but after that, nothing.
He
Does he feel like he has
asked-
maybe more hair?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
he sees.
I'm looking for that.
He asks Hobbs for the glasses and he peruses it like we did the wand to see if there's any kind of
Okay. Yeah, there is. You investigate it very carefully, and there's nothing that would indicate that, like no command word or anything like that.
That's interesting though that I get that static electricity kind of.
Yeah, you definitely know it's magical. So that could be, but you're not sure what the magic is.
Yeah, it does
Alright,
does something. Good news, I don't think it's cursed at this point since you're passing it around.
Right. I give Renoir 100 gold pieces and ask him if Allustan to see if Allustan has a 100 gold piece pearl, that a pearl worth
Alright.
100 gold pieces that he might be able to let me borrow or have.
I'll take it and see if he's got one.
Okay. All right.
Do I just mark all these spells as learned now?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can, but it's going to be another like day and a half or whatever before you can officially.
Right.
See something here. Okay. You guys leave Modred to himself and begin walking the long, lonely trek across town as you head toward Allustan's rather sizable estate. Okay, I guess I'll just bring the other two along, since they are not following.
Picking out the back of the house.
Where'd they go? Oh shit!
That's
Oh, wait,
because
still
I was moving you guys because nobody was
Oh.
moving, and then when you went to move yourself,
I'll stop touching it.
No touchy. No touchy. I'm looking in the side windows, like, what are you doing in there?
all right, all right. As you guys arrive at Allustan's house, just past midday, well, a little after midday. It's probably a little after 1 o'clock, give or take, when you guys finally arrive in his home. And as you knock and the door once again opens, the unseen servant leaving it open as it departs, giving you entry into Allustan's home. You find him, as always, in his study, poring over some text. And he goes, "Oh, friends, oh, you have come back. Good. We have found some interesting things here. So, yes, these glyphs. I have been studying all of these glyphs to try to determine who, what, where, and why. And interesting they are. Let me tell you."
We found some interesting things as well. We found the tomb and the actual coffin of what was his name? Anybody remember? Somebody
Yeah,
better remember than
that's
the second name, not the first one.
Zosiel.
Zosiel.
Zosiel. Guys are killing me.
We're all in our 50s, man. We barely remember our own names.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, now I don't have it here either. He encourages you all to sit at his tables. He puts his tome sort of down, lights a pipe, offering everybody a bit of a drink as well as a refreshment. So, I suppose we should start with what have you found?
Show him the horns I got.
It's like, very interesting.
And we'll
Definitely
describe
a demonic creature of some sort.
Yeah,
we'll just-
yeah.
Yeah, we'll describe the pictures that we saw inside the tomb, and saying that we think the actual horns come from that one of the pictures that was depicted.
And you discovered these in this tomb, you say?
It was Zosiel, yeah.
Yes, the tomb of Zosiel. Yep.
Okay. Well, these, as you can tell, they are obviously demonic in nature, although I do not know where they may be from or what this creature is, but forsooth they are demonic. Probably fetch a price for a collector in the city if you're ever there. Until then, I would hold on to it.
And also, I'll pull out the diadem and show him, hey, we found this.
Oh, this symbol, I see the symbol. This is the symbol of, and he goes back to his notes. There was a minor Wind Duke by the name of Zosiel. That is his symbol right there.
And it was his tomb.
Oh, so I see.
His tomb is the Whispering Cairns.
Well, that is most fascinating. That will go in my book for sure. Thank you for this. You are earning your keep more and more every day.
Also, I think we should show him the box and see if he's got a way potentially to open it.
As he looks at it and he looks at the arcane script, he says, "Oh, these are scripts of protection and damnation, and what in the abyss could this?" It looks to be. I've seen this script. It is very much like the script of the Wind Dukes, although you see here, instead of the flowing script like the Wind Dukes, this is more sharp and angular, usually depicting those of demonic or devilish sort. So perhaps these are from the Chaos Queen, who was the sworn enemy of the Wind Dukes. But you see here this cap. This cap was obviously sealed with high heat or perhaps magic. Does any of you have a hammer of sort, or perhaps a mace or something that we could break this off? So it should just break off the end.
I'll use my mace and try to open it.
All right, go ahead and give me a D20 attack roll with your mace, please. As you,
Do we have me roll again?
you know, do you get any pluses or anything on your attack roll with your mace?
No, I don't.
The first strike hits it, and there's a reverberation in the room as the metal on metal hits it. As Allustan looks at you and sort of raises his eyebrow. Perhaps you can try again?
Sure, I'll give it another shot.
As you strike it a second time, you see that the metal cracks just slightly as Allustan takes it and he begins to try to pry it and you could see that the metal is cracked slightly. He goes, I have not the strength to... As he looks over to Biamba and says, you, sir, do you have the strength to break the rest of this off?
No.
Okay.
What's beyond the strength?
It's only got a 15 strength.
Okay.
Who's
That's
got
pretty
the
good.
18? No, somebody's got an 18.
I got 18s and everything but strength.
As he looks around, nobody has the strength to do so.
I'll try it. Why not? Why not?
I can do it.
All right, give me a bend bars lift gates, please.
Okay. Oh boy, I lost my. Hold on, sorry, I lost my character sheet. It was right there. Oh, I had to restart. Okay, 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, bend bars lift gate. Bend bars. There it is.
As you grip a hold of it and you manage to snap the metal off the end. As you do, a metal rod with a loop of adamantium wire at the end of it comes sliding out of the container. As Allustan looks and he goes, well, I have not seen one of these for ages.
Does it look like one of the sections on the
No.
version?
No, it is not. It is a long handle attached to an adamantine loop. As it radiated, I gave you the wrong, it's transmutation magic, but it's very similar, but radiated a strong transmutation magic, but it doesn't look like anything right now. As he picks it up and he goes, and he hands it to Modred. Not Modred, but to, he hands it to, Renoir. And he says, this, my friend, is what we in my world like to call a talisman of the spheres.
Ah, this is the one that the demon was holding in the relief.
The demon? What demon? What demon? There was a demon. Is it still there? Are you?
No, it's a picture
There's a
on
picture.
the tomb that we were talking about earlier that we think the horns might be from.
I see. And what was this demon doing with this talisman?
It summoned a spear, and the Wind Duke looked very surprised when he saw it.
Yes, these talismans gave the bearer the ability to control the potent, powerful magic items that were known as spheres of annihilation. These spheres were literally holes in the continuity of the multiverse, and anything that touched it was utterly destroyed. After the Battle of Pesh, the legends hold that the Wind Dukes scattered them to the four corners of the Great Wheel. There are, fortunately, very few, if any, left of these items, although how anything could destroy it is beyond me, for they were utter destruction themselves. However, these talismans were far more plentiful, and they allowed the possessor to give control over these powerful devices. This is, as he looks at you and he sort of half smiles, I would hold on to this if I were you, for one never knows when something strange and mystical and wondrous appears that you would wish you had had it then.
It sounds like a potent weapon.
It's not so much a weapon, although it is a weapon in that it can control the weapon. And this, as he begins an incantation, he reaches into a small bag and pulls out what looks like a pearl. And as he begins his incantation, suddenly you watch as he rubs his fingers with the pearl, and the pearl begins to dissolve and disintegrate as his words get louder and more hollow and echoey. And with the last of the incantation, he tosses the dust out over the top of the diadem that you guys had brought, and his eyes sort of roll back in his head slightly, leaving nothing but their whites as he holds on to the diadem, moving his hand up and down it. And slowly he comes back to himself, and he hands it back to whomever was holding it. I don't know who had the diadem.
It was Renoir again. Yeah.
As he hands it back to Renoir, this would be a useful tool for those of the clerical sort, as this circlet of wisdom gains one's ability. It heightens their wisdom properties so that they might think and focus more clearly, something that I feel priests are always looking for. And this circlet of wisdom +2 will add 2 points to your wisdom score while you wear it.
That's
Will
pretty
certainly
cool.
bring me closer to Tritherion.
So,
Now, I noticed you had a pearl there to do identification. Our mage needs such a pearl. Is that something I could purchase from you?
yes, of course, absolutely. I have several. I would be more than happy to part with one.
All right, I will buy one from him with the money that was given to me from Modred.
Okay. All right, so Modred, make sure you take your 100 gold coins off.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. And you can just add the pearl on your notes somewhere so that you got it. I'm going to look and see. I don't know
That
if...
all that was in the chest was just the rod?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's best to have the rod at this point. I don't even know necessarily what we'd use it for.
I would assume the mage. I would
Yeah.
assume the mage should have it.
I remember.
That seems relevant.
I remember that they had to use their intelligence to control the sphere,
Yeah.
but I don't remember. I've got 18 intelligence, so hopefully it'll be. I have a good shot at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intelligence. It's probably definitely the mage. If you guys don't mind, I'd like to take the diadem. If I can't even pronounce it, but it's really useful. Diadem.
No, the barbarian wanted.
Yeah, go for it. I got no issue with that. Nobody else does.
He's so wise now. This is cup.
Wait, what are you taking?
He's
The-
taking
the
the diadem. I
diadem.
was just messing around.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so I want to check something here real quick. So right now it is that, and let me see if I go here.
Yeah, what'd you say to add the pearl?
You could just add it on your sheet somewhere. Interesting. Oh. Damn it. And this again. Quit. Oh, it only took it up to 18. It doesn't let you go. It's saying,
Can't go any higher than 18, huh?
yeah, it wouldn't let. That's kind of bizarre. Actually, I think it will. No, it should. I need to go edit something. I thought that the effect, yeah, it didn't do the 2 like I said.
Well, that's going to give you some good spells too.
Yeah, I
And
think you
yep,
get to
so
18 to
now,
get the top level
yeah,
spells.
now your wisdom's 19
Yeah.
because you got a
I
plus
think
2.
19 gives you extra spells too.
I think that's in the Unearthed Arcana, isn't it? Because it only went to 18 in the first books.
I think you actually have to go to deities and demigods to find that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I have that too. So somewhere.
Yeah,
All right.
Deities, demigods, or the monster manual too.
All right, we can handle all that later. So, as you guys are there, anything else that you guys want to go over? As he sits and he discusses with you. So, tell me what you have discovered about these undead that you had to go and bury the bones of this poor boy, and yet you said you found a necromancer.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll discuss about meeting the half-orc and getting the information about the stolen bones of the family, and talk about the fact that we were appointed toward the necromancer work for Smek. And the
Mink.
fact that Mink, and the fact that we kind of chased him out of town.
I would have preferred that he were one of the, or gone to the authorities, but I suppose.
You can't really trust the authorities. They're probably in Schmeck's pocket.
Perhaps. So, what else did we find?
I think that was it, but he was going to tell us some stuff, I thought.
Well, he was trying to figure out what you guys have discovered. I mean, you've discovered Smenk brought in a necromancer. You learned that Smenk's hirelings dug up the bones of whomever.
We can also
See, I thought
we can also mention the fact that we heard there's a mine that might be overrun by some of these strange undead as well. I don't think we mentioned that to him.
Well, I thought we did all this last time because he took the worm from us. So I thought we told him all that last time we saw him.
Yeah, I don't remember if you guys talked about I don't remember if
Yeah,
I don't-
no Ricordo.
yeah, I would have to go back and look at the thingamabob, the
Well,
view.
we'll show him the letter. We'll show him the letter between Schmick and Filge. He has the worm. We'll tell him we ran him out of town. And tell him about like you said, the worm and the undead in the Dowerstone mine.
Okay.
Also check up on our owlbear. Pup.
So he was able to find a purchaser as the owlbear he has in a cage in his house. Not really a cage, just a sectioned off area. But he managed to sell it for 1,500 gold.
Whoop whoop.
And so whenever the traveler arrives to purchase it, he will then give you guys your hard-earned coin for the sale of the beast.
Sir, do you know any of the druids or the rangers up in the Brownswood Lodge by any chance?
I have had dealings with them, yes. They are a rather, what's the word I am looking for? Isolationist sort. You are only allowed to visit the lodge area upon invitation. They do not accept people just walking up. Even if I were to vouch for you, it would still require an invitation. So I could speak to the lodge and give names, but it would still require the lodge to initiate any invitation or such of that nature.
Once you sell the owl bear, if you would, because I'm going to give my 300 gold to them.
Okay. And why are we doing this?
I can't carry it. There's no sense in having it.
Oh. Well, that is very magnanimous of you, my friend Elf. So, I will say that I have discovered the scripts and the markings of the various wind gods, or the Wind Dukes. They, during the Battle of Pesh, prior to, the Wind Dukes were under siege by the forces of the Chaos Queen, and 7 of the Wind Dukes left their friends and family and went and scoured the multiverse for 7 pieces of a mystical item known as the Rod of Law that they were able to fashion and use in the final battle to destroy Miska the Wolf Queen, or the Wolf God, or the Wolf, Miska the Wolf, sorry. She was the general of the Chaos Queen. And these markings here on this box are indeed what I believe script from the Chaos Queen. So whomever has this box that contains the talisman to control the spheres of annihilation, indeed it was at one time in the hands of those evil creatures that were assaulting the Wind Dukes and the Vistani people. So, I believe that there is something surely amiss with the necromancer here, with the worm that you have brought. It is definitely something, if not direct result of a somebody is bringing back or attempting to bring back the worms that once plagued humanity by the ancient sorcerer wizard lich by the name of Caius. And there are those who would enjoy if he were to be brought back. However, I think it goes far deeper than this, my friends. For there was a mentioning of the Ebon Triad. I believe somebody mentioned that to me. And the Ebon Triad is a dangerous, dangerous cult. Even their own individual religious sects want nothing to do with them, as they spurn them in an effort to do what they do. This Ebon Triad is an evil cult dedicated to the merging of the 3 gods, Hextor, Erithnul, and Vecna into one mighty overgod. They work in secrecy, of course, keeping secrets even from their own sex, as I had said. In fact, word of heresy has not spread far from these three churches who keep accounts of the triad's activities. They brutally suppress it, lest word get out that there are those among them who are being sacrilegious, which could cause, as you could well understand, priest of Tritherion, if a religion begins to lose faith, many things can go wrong. And if word got out that there were members of Hextor's religious sects or Erythnuls or even the death god Vecna, if any of them were to leak out that their members were trying to destroy their own deity in hopes of creating a greater god, many things could go wrong. So the idea of this surely is preposterous and has no way of succeeding, but yet this Ebon Triad, it seems that they are abyss or hell's bent, if you will, on doing so. So I would encourage you to take whatever steps you deem necessary. You said that Balabar or Filge mentioned Balabar saying that he had seen some cult or ultra powerful undead in the mines. Which mines were those that you say again?
Dowerstone mines?
So Ragnalin, he is not new here, but he is one of the newer mine owners. He has not been here very long. I would tread very lightly if you go to those mines. They are well fortified on the outside. I know that they have guards patrolling both day and night, as well as miners that do mine shifts in the day and night. So if I were a betting man, I would bet it would be easier in the dark than it would during the light. But whatever plan you take, I would encourage you to be thoughtful, cautious, and careful. And additionally, I have some good news for you, if you can stand it. There is an old abandoned home just up down the road from the observatory. I have managed to persuade its owner to allow you its use while you stay in town so that you no longer have to pay nightly at the carriage house. However, you would be forced to cook and make your own food, and the house has been abandoned for a while, and I have no idea what tenants may have taken up residence in there. So before you are able to use it, you'll have to ensure that
Evict.
anybody there has been properly evicted.
Is that the house right next to the observatory?
It's 32.
Is that the one we went by and it was like the curtains were drawn or something?
Yes. And there's actually an old mine attached to it, but the mine itself is long since unused.
Okay.
Might want to explore that mine. Oh, I'm not there. Sorry.
It's all good. So, that being said, as you guys finish up your time with the smartest man in town, it's getting close to early evening as the sun is beginning to make its trek overland, heading toward the west. It's about 4 in the afternoon, so you've still got a couple hours of daylight. What would we like to do, if anything?
Do we want to go check out our new house, or do we want to go back and get our mage and think about maybe doing a little recon on the mine?
I kind of like the to have the mage with us, and so that means that maybe we just wait until everything's done that he's doing. I
Okay.
don't want to. Never like the old. Let's split the party and that never ends well.
All right. As he bids you good day, closes the door behind you, and you guys are free to move about the cabin.
All right, we will go back. I think unless if everybody agrees, we'll go back and wait till the mage finishes his thing.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I'm gonna go do outside recon. I won't go in, but I'm gonna recon the outside of the house.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
All right.
Sounds fair.
I'll give the mage the pearl and our little sphere of annihilation making machine.
Technically not a making, it's more of a focus to focus your concentration on it. As you get up to the abandoned house, you can see that it's in not bad shape. Roof's partially collapsed on it on several spots, some broken out windows. The entryway door is closed and there are curtains on all of the windows. You can see there's a well-worn, overgrown track off to the right-hand side that leads into a small mine entrance. As you look, you can see what looks to be the fluttering of birds maybe on the upper floor or the attic area. But other than that, you don't see any like real movement or anything like that.
All right.
Do we want to knock? Do the plate thing?
I'm gonna look in that. Do I see any fresh movement in the mine?
No, there's nothing moving. You can see that the light allows you to see about 20 feet in, but you can see animal tracks around here, small rodent type, but nothing like humanoid or man or anything like that in the dirt track anywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to stroll right up to the front door.
Yeah. Let's go knock and say hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're the traveling minstrels, and we'd like to serenade you with our latest rendition
Yeah.
of "Get the Fuck Out of Our House."
Yeah. I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay. Give me a second. As you walk up, you can see that there is a small porch that leads up onto the a rickety porch, if you will. Has some tattered and torn former chairs and whatnot, like rocking chairs and stuff on the porch or whatever the case may be. But other than that, you don't see anything like worthwhile or anything like that. And nobody answers.
Well, then, do we want to make our presence known, or do we want to wait for the party? What do we want to do?
We're relatively big lads. Let's do it.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to open the front door then. Step
Okay.
onto the porch and try to open the front door.
I'll knock an arrow in case somebody decides that they don't like that.
Okay. Give me just a sec. Okay. I don't know why it's not showing the whole thing. Weird. It's weird that it only shows what it's showing. Hang on just a sec. It's weird. It's not showing the whole thing on the stream map. It's like, why is? Oh, I forgot because I'm not. I got it. Only shows what I see, so I gotta move hub up there. All right. So as you knock on the door, you check the door. The door is not locked.
Well, then, I think we know what to do.
As you open the door, and by the way, just forgive the map itself because it's a post, like like after you take over the house. I had everything furnished and everything. So
Oh, nice.
anyway,
So pieing corners, we'll go in step for step.
okay. As you open the door, it reveals a rather dilapidated interior. There are several doors leading off the main chamber. You can see that there's a sitting area with a fireplace off to the left and an open door leading into what looks to be some kind of a study or old library or something on the right.
Yep, go on left.
All right, let's go check out let's go to the right.
Okay. Stepping in, again, this looks to be the remains of a library. You could see bookshelves and bookcases and everything that are pulled down, fallen. There don't seem to be any books left, and what books there are, they're old, rotted, and falling apart. Same with the desk furniture and everything in there. It's all busted up and broken. Doesn't appear to be anything worthwhile.
Let's go check out this upper story.
Okay.
Sorry, Modred, I tried to move you in there.
It's okay.
All right. As you guys move back into the main chamber, across you can see that there is a dining hall with an open door that leads into what is probably the kitchen.
Okay, well, let's go check that out too.
Okay.
I'm waiting to get hit with something.
You can see that the fireplace has the remains of wood and whatever. And beyond, but just as you're walking past the fireplace, suddenly
Yes.
coming out of the fireplace, a massive snake rolls out at you.
Snake!
Roll
Where are you?
for
Where are you? I don't even see you.
roll for initiative.
In the fireplace.
I don't see you. Where? Where are you?
To the left
Are
of
you-
the screen.
Are you in the kitchen?
No, he is in the main hall. He's in the main living room where the.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna come out. I guess I can't see him, so.
Now you
Oh,
can.
Oh, I
here.
see him. Okay.
So I had an arrow notch, so if he comes out, I should be able to hit him. I'm only surprised on a 1 and I think, or what is it, a 6 of. I'm gonna go look at that again. Surprise from barbarian. Barbarians are themselves surprised 10% of the time, or 5% in familiar terrain, so 10%.
Well, yeah, that was 2 and 6, so no, that wasn't it. Well, let me do the. Was so close. I got a 20%. All right. So nobody is surprised. Everybody roll for. Right. Let me start the encounter. Let me add Mulgar to it, just because. So begin the encounter. Roll for initiative, my children.
What are we rolling? 10s?
Well, you just roll your initiative, whatever, just like combat. We're in combat.
I keep forgetting to do that. Where is my character sheet? There it is. Combat.
The headset may be fixing to go out.
Okay, no worries. We're getting ready to be done here in a second anyway, so. All right, as the snake goes first, as it lashes out at Biamba. See. Do.
If I had an arrow knocked, wouldn't I have a pre-shot before initiative?
Not necessarily, because it's all surprise based, and the snake wasn't surprised, you weren't surprised, so you already have your stuff ready to go, but it's not a like pre-attack or anything like that. see. Oh, he actually did hit you. As the snake comes around and it starts coiling around you. As you suffer 6 hit points of bludgeoning damage as this snake now has coiled around you. And I need to target Biamba. He's targeted. And I want to make sure that... Okay, so Biamba, you now have the snake coiled around you, so now it's automatic crushing damage every round. And it can also bite you, but that's its turn for now. So, Biamba, you are up. You can fire your arrow.
I can't fire an arrow.
No, I will allow you to fire because you had it knocked previously. So that's why I said.
Okay.
Yeah,
If I can do it.
Yep.
I don't see an item to target, so.
You don't see the snake right in front of you?
No, I don't. Let me refresh my screen then.
That's pretty bizarre.
So yeah, he's there. I see him. I just targeted him.
I didn't see anything. It's coming back up. I still do not see a snake.
That is bizarre that he's not. That's interesting. I'm going to do this. I'm going to back him here.
Oh, there he is. Got it now.
I wonder if there's something with the light or something that it was causing you not to see. Yeah.
All right, so I'll try to hit him now.
There. Now I'll just turn down the fireplace. As you hit the snake.
Yay. Damage.
Four hit points of damage. I like it. Get your second attack for your arrow.
Oh, yeah. Let's try that again.
Oh, nice hit.
All right.
Might not even need me.
Oh, yes, he will. 5 more hit points. All right. That's it for Biamba, and you can't move because you're actually stuck to him now, so you won't be able to use your bow and arrow next turn. Mulgar, as you come racing back in, you see this massive giant constrictor has wrapped up your friend Biamba and is squeezing the life out of him.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
my plan was to charge an attack, but I don't know that I can do a charge attack this round. It's up to you. You tell me.
I am going to say yes because a charge attack requires line of sight and unobstructed, and you had both.
Okay. Well, then that's what I'm going to do.
Like you
Take a
didn't have to
swing at
run
it.
around everything. Swing, bada, miss. You
Okay.
missed by a lot. Is that it for you?
That seems to be the way I do things.
Okay, no problem, man. I like it. All right, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, as
What
we
happens
go.
when you split the party?
All right, let me clear this.
Not saying a word.
It's all right, man. They can do it. They can handle it. All right, as we go back to the top of the order, roll for initiative. Ooh,
Yeah.
snake rolled a 1.
I don't have a, what do you call a weapon to use since the bow is useless, right?
Yeah, you can't use a bow, but you can use a dagger or any thrusting weapon.
Okay, I'll use dagger then.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Can the bastard sword thrust?
Are you constricted?
Yes, I am going to say no because you'd have to like draw it already out of its sheath and you're constricted, so you can't. But I will allow you to, because your dagger's quick and easy to get out. You can start thrusting and carving at it with that.
Okay, right to that.
Nice. All right. As we go, as the snake, I don't know. I want to look and see what the Want to make sure if it does its effect. 2d4. Okay. So this will do automatically on your. It should happen on your turn, right? So when it comes to your turn, it should constrict another 2d4. But in this case, right now, it's going for its bite because it can't constrict you anymore. Crit bite.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
It's all right. It doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah.
do that much.
I'll get right on to making a new character for next session.
Jeez. Oof.
As you suffer 6 hit points of bite piercing damage. That's it for the snake.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit it with my sword, maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Can't seem to hit anything, but what do I need to hit this thing?
You missed by 1.
Yeah, don't you
I'll
have
use
some
a point.
pluses?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use a point.
All right. That leaves you 6 points.
Nice.
That'll work.
Nice. 14 hit points of damage. Boom! As you slice through it. Biamba. As you cut through this thing and severely wound it, you can see blood and gore begin to splash out of it, even though it tries to maintain its constriction on Biamba.
That was a good
So-
use of a point.
I get to attack now, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, you can do your dagger attack.
You get 2 of those as well.
No, it's usually 1.
Oh, I missed.
As you missed anyway. Yep, exactly. All right, so I want to see. You've only lost 6 hit points. So why did it not take off the damage previously? Hang on a second. It hit you, and you should have done 5 plus
It hit me
6.
twice.
Yeah, so 5 for the first constriction, then 6 is 11. And so that means, so you should be at 31 right now from the damage, but on your turn, it's supposed to automatically do 2d4 more damage. So I'm just going to roll it manually. Because of the constriction, you suffer another 5 hit points, so that leaves you at 26. As we go back to the top of the order, I believe. Let me check to make sure Biamba went last. Yep, back to the top of the order.
Sure glad I went to the kitchen.
Yeah, you didn't quite get there, and he called you back. Biamba.
Oh, we got to roll initiative again.
Yeah,
What about the other players? Are
they're
nobody
not
else
there.
decided?
You two are the only two there.
Oh, okay.
Remember, everybody else
we're
is.
just
I
spectating.
see them there though. That's why I was like, "What
Yeah.
is going on? Why
It's-
do they keep getting skipped?"
Because I have to put them on the map. Otherwise, if they're watching on the stream, they won't be able to see anything. Or even on the thing, VTT, they won't see anything. All right. As the snake once again goes to bite Biamba.
Miss.
I can miss.
As he you know what? Hang on a second. Oh, that's why. I was wondering what's going on, and because you are constricted, it completely affects your armor class, so your armor class is only 8.
Don't get your deck
Ooh.
bonus.
Yeah.
That's why it's able to hit you.
Extra shield.
Yep, that's why it's able to hit you so hard. So I was like, damn, they didn't
Wait a
roll
minute,
very
the
high.
very first hit, it hit me with a 10, and
No, it hit. I rolled an 18 with the first time. First time I hit you, he actually hit you with like a pretty solid. Anyway, so but again, it doesn't do that much damage as you suffer 4 hit points of piercing damage. Okay, that came off good. And I'm not going to take the damage off or the constriction off until your turn. So Mulgar.
Okay, let's see. I'll see if I can take him out. Come on. Let's take him down.
As you hit.
That's a roll.
All right, he's going down. He's going down this time.
as he only had 3 hit points left. as he only had 3 hit points left. As you cleave through and the snake falls in half, Biamba takes that deep breath in, coughing up his lungs. Ooh, sorry. I did that shit to myself.
Oh,
As you manage to kill the snake.
Well, let's look in the fireplace. Is there anything in there?
I'm gonna eat that son of a bitch. I'm scanning them out right now.
Give me a
I'm looking
search.
in the fireplace.
Give me a search check.
Okay.
Damn it! Come on.
Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, I'm not.
I got a 1.
Oh, good, because mine's not. Oh, there it goes. 5. Good thing you can
Okay.
search.
Yeah.
I'm on the floor wheezing, like, oh, hey, I see something under the carpet.
This is weird, man. It's like it's not clearing my chat. Anyway, as you guys search, you find the snake's nest up about 3 or 4 feet into the fireplace, where it has created this hovel for itself. Inside there, you find the remains of a halfling in leather armor. And in the halfling's pouch, you find 50 gold and a ruby worth 50 gold.
Ooh.
Additionally, inside the snake, you find about 8,000 snake eggs.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding. Let's say 3 snake eggs.
Starting to feel like
Try to
4.
sell those things too.
Maybe.
Yeah. And we're gonna be eating snake for a few days.
Okay.
Got some special seasoning that makes it nice, juicy.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that for our thing. We got 50 gold,
Uh,
50 GP, and 50 GP ruby. You said?
And some
Does
nice
the armor
leather
look?
armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the leather armor look good?
no, it's all rotted and
Oh,
ripped
okay.
apart
Never mind
and not worth a damn.
Okay. Okay, well, that works. It's a little bit something for our troubles. Your
And-
troubles mostly.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some healing.
And with that, that is where we're going to pause our game.
Yeah, healing and maybe a little bit of scolding. Who knows? Yeah.
Sean, you said no game next week?
Yeah, so just so everybody knows, there's probably going to be no game next week. My daughter works at Universal, and every year she takes my wife and I there because she gets a employee 50% discount at any one of the Universal Studio restaurants. And so every year my daughter takes us, and so she actually planned it on next Monday because that's when she has a day off. Plus, it's a holiday. So I have the day off. So yeah, I am not planning next week, and I wanted to do that as well because we have somebody coming in to take over Hub, not Hob, Hub. I know. I like to rub it in. But anyway, we have somebody coming in to take over playing Hub for us. He got all set up today. He can't, I don't think he can play next week because he said 1 or 2 weeks. So I figure I just give him 2 weeks. And so not next week, but the following week, we will pick up with our brand new Hub and our brand new part 2. Yeah. part 2 of this epic Age of Worms campaign, which I am going to call the 3 Faces of Evil. And so we will hopefully see you guys then. Right now, though, I hope you will hang with us for a couple seconds while I figure out whom we are going to bounce over to. Let us go. Man, who are these? Let's go to Game Master Eric. Haven't seen him in a while, especially since Darling Creepshow is not on tonight. So we'll go over to him. He's got a couple viewers. We got a couple viewers. Combined together, we will have a couple more viewers. So just as a reiteration, no game next week. We are gaming this Friday, the final episode of our 5th edition campaign. They defeated the dragon last session. This session is going to be kind of clean up and mop up. If anybody's interested in 5e, I do have slots open for the next campaign. That's going to be 5e. It runs every Friday, not every Friday, but every other Friday. And so we're just now talking about character concepts. I know that I have 1 or 2 of the players coming back, maybe even 3, but I want to run a 4-player campaign. So if you guys are interested, pitch me on Discord your character concept, and we'll go from there. But anyway, we're like I said, we're going to bounce over to Game Master Eric, yeah. So hopefully we'll see you guys next time. But just remember,
Good game, guys.
it was a great game, man. It was fun. Hopefully, I know it wasn't like really super busy, but I'm glad that you guys decided to go check out the house so I could at least get a little bit of combat in there before the game ended, because I really hate to be boring for you guys. I want you guys to have interesting and, if not exciting, like I said, interesting sessions. So it was a good time. Appreciate you guys. And don't forget, just remember, in a world that you can be anything that you want, all we ask is that you be kind. We will see you guys Friday or Monday, depending upon your preference. See ya.
Yep.
Most famous.
Try to burn it down. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a starry wisp at it.
Very well.
Maybe that hits.
Real quick, it does.
The acid damage total is just 11.